This is Wadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Body TV studio, yema munyina akwaba, yebe sell first time. Afi na waba channel so na wa subscribe. Like video do, chow comment na fe share my yerasi pa. Now Kevin Taylor is back. Wabe fire. Mse watene chi check akra na wahwe appointment amahama ye. Yese na momo latte. Yese yentimi anso ni in because okoye na why late. Obia ye beso in President Mahama beso in brano why late no akọ vote aba no kwa bantem na wa minister ye beso in gender ministry hoda na kwa wo Kavitela fire no wa fire na pa we no si nchen Obuasi asem no so wa fire o se amanfo no anya de obe ka se o support dia captain kan na so betan platform so na wa back captain na wa back obia na mum ya wo na ehia amanfo mu se captain abo ma NDC aba ntina omo twe na bo so na question na Kavitela bisa no say ya wo sa dia ne be hye but anya dia obeka say e bia wo support Captain Smart na bi wo so on kasa da na wasa kasa so e dia fa eye ochehene ho asemu Kavitela de obasi ya na ese janko an wo janko a ano de nsem de bibri na wakasa da fa ho na yenkotie no ewa ntinya botre na hwene nyina
me from Galam say boy because I grew up in Obuasi and I'm not shy. I'm very happy to grow up in Obuasi. It's part of the reason why I uhume say me near ding. And you don't just see Obuasi near Kora and say they near bre. Obi on Obuasi near Dilibia nim so Obuasi near Kora they need na form. They need nyamresa. It does not matter the home you come from. Ohieni bo sikeni bo. Obuasi near Kora is not timid. And not any normal. Oya Obuasi near Kora now you're timid as wa bodam. Yenti ase. Yene Obuasi krampo you do benya problem. And I'm very proud to say, me no Obuasi. My basic education, me no Obuasi. I've always said, me the Obuasi there. If I have to speak for Obuasi, I'll do it. And if I have to criticize Obuasi, anytime any opportunity be me, yeah. And when you know me to be the Mabuasi for. Yes, because omudin kwasi asema, me catch robo omudin kwasi asem. And yeah, because me free Obuasi, me na for Obuasi, and I say, me ni pebu Obuasi nti se Obuasi for Jimia. I should not talk about it. I will talk about it. Now, last week, all over social media and on radio, traditional radio, TV, there was one topic that was going around in Ghana. And that topic was that Yekum eye nipa 7 ewo Obuasi. So we study in my platforms, enemy team. We decided to stay away from that conversation. We wanted to hear other opinions. We wanted to know, let's say, amount for making legitimate claims about the incidents they see Obuasi ye born nipa en son etuo Obuasi. Now the question is, science sabamu se kosuni nyina no, omo anomo kasa ni nyina no. My question to them is say, where are they now? Does the conversation end there? Because you could see, say, omo TikTok, omo radio so, TV so, now omo ye dede nyina omo directing Obuasi, yet the killing of 7 people, no, they were all directing it to Captain Smart. The question is, were they seeking justice for the people of Obuasi? And I say, it was out of pain. Say, and I want to say that I'm not holding brief for Captain Smart. Matinami show so I've told him my peace of mind so many times. I'm not going to use my platform to defend anybody. But my issue here is, sa assembly si Obuasi no. Mwana mo kasa na mu yedede no. Was it about seeking justice for the people who were killed or murdered, or it was because some of you people thought to say it was the right opportunity to go after Captain Smart? Because for some reason, as someone ankasa is see na ya body pansun tuo no against their will no. Ya Ghana military, a kuomo close range no. asem nankasa no, it looks like say majority of people who started this conversation and blaming Captain Smart say some utterances that he made and it causes our problem. No, the lives of the people nankasa na here no, the justice we are seeking for the people no, they don't care about it again. It looked like say it was an agenda to nail Captain Smart because of a mistake he made. I would say a mistake because none of the people who were sitting on TV from who journalists for any so-called Ananta bloggers near the Adeno. Obian to me can't say on social media encore against the ethics of social media no journalists and I say radio no. The journalists who were criticizing Captain Smart, criticizing everything, no. Nobody can tell me say the ethics of the yejuma ye no. Sa ejuma we no obia embu ethics no so da. And it's obi bu ethics no so 5 years ago. When something happens today, we need to go bring that 5 years one to judge the person today. I understand it's fine. And we have to do that because we need to check the system. And Captain Smart, some mistake no, you know, he needs to be spoken to. It's a fact. He needs to be corrected. People need to let him know that your job, no, you are not even supposed to do this. I get it. But the question here is, those people who were making so much noise, you know, was it about the people who were killed, seeking justice for them, or it was about some kind of agenda or a pain against Captain Smart? Because it is looking like, say, majority of the people who were speaking and bringing Captain Smart into that matter, Obuasi killings, you know, they sound like they are pained. They are pained because Captain Smart here Juma too much my NDC about power. It is a yenya Captain Smart there. Let's nail him. I'm asking you, was all those commentaries for justice to prevail or a personal vendetta or agenda against Captain Smart's career? I will not sit on my platform and defend Captain Smart for his actions. I'm not going to do it. But I'm also asking the motive behind some of the people who were sitting on radio, the so-called from journalists in and out of want to say, was the main thing about the seeking justice for the people, or it was about trying to get at Captain Smart because Makume Muno, MPP lose elections, and we know for a fact that Captain Smart, the journalism work, you know, he played some role for the NDC to win elections. It's a fact. I won't take it away from him. Inti esa attacks no na yawe amudi lose election na amode kan asam na na say looking at asam no clearly no and making sure say you didn't know kura atu baby I was said that because me ya say your body pan soon tuo na the pan soon na ya bo mutuo ya yesi omo no. Nobody is making that a priority. Rather, everybody thinks say, or some people think say, when they go after a journalist, that will solve the problem. Mibusau, where did that conversation go? And I did Captain Smart tell me we are not soldier for no boss out no or some form who Diana, because we are talking about military men who are supposed to know, who are supposed to act right under pressure. We are talking about military men who should know what to do at what time. This is not the first time Nipebi ako kantan every ako AG for territory mu. This is not the first time. Mimi nyini Obuasi. I've seen this over 1,000 times. Till date, sa nipan so aye bo mutuo Ghana military for bo mutuo no. We have not heard the Ghana military say Obuasi ni akwala ana small scale miner bi ebo soja ni bi tuo. So we are asking, what at all did these guys do for the soldiers to waste 7 lives? What did they do? Why is that not our priority? Other than we are not seeking answers, why are we not seeking justice for these people? But it looked like, say, majority of the people are not radio, social media, LDD Captain Smart. The whole thing was the pain almost suffers still from the defeat of the NPP. And that is what I am seeing. That is what I am seeing. We need to be asking questions. Who gave the instructions for these military men to open fire on innocent Ghanaians? I say innocent because they were not yielding guns. These were Ghanaians who did not fire to kill a military officer. You and I, we have not been trained to be able to stand pressure. We have not been trained to know, say, we have not been trained to know, say, this danger needs to be dealt with this way. The Ghana military men, they have been trained. Now the question here is, small scale miner bang and a key to a boss soldier need to and what's a soldier need a be a tuo a guniso. Yet I want to hear my soldier Nibian can't just see a boss soldier Nibia too. Into the question is, why a mass are ordano? Why in a year call? Because from what I know, from a year witnesses who were there, the military men who came, they actually made a call. And when they made the call, that was when they started firing. We are talking about people who are before you not less than a mile. People who are about 200 meters away from you. If even they are holding machete, and I said they are holding knives, you are a military officer. It's the end of my sojani actually abo nipa 7 to pay. Abra sojani to me can't say nipa no mujina ba ku to bo sojani bi ama sojani bi 9 eto kan 9. Why are we not asking those questions? These are the same military officers. Soldier 4 na election 2024 ya omo side way Obuasi East. These are the same military officers omo Obuasi. The question is, why are military officers guarding private property? Anglo Gold Ashanti as a company, don't they have their own security? Why are the military there? These military men there, they are guarding Galamsey's site and guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti sites. Why are military officers guarding private properties? Is that their job? Time and Amisa, Anglo Gold Ashanti had their own security. AGC security. Almost green. So why is this at this point? Anglo Gold Ashanti, a big company like Anglo Gold Ashanti, they don't even have a security. Why should the military be guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti site? Why? And why is the CEO, the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, why is he quiet on this matter? Because he was part of the people who gave the instructions for these men to be shot. Why hasn't he resigned? Argentina, the guy is still at post. Why are we not questioning these people who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? We want answers. We want to seek justice. We want the people why in the commander that night who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? Military officer Ben Yebo, the people who went to the site. Why is the AGA boss, the MD, still at post? Why are we allowing this nonsense to happen in Ghana? And we sit in Ghana, nobody wants to talk about the most important thing, because the agenda is that Captain Smart campaign, Abwa, Emma NDC about power, because that MPP need Jimmy T. Destroy Captain Smart. I'm not holding brief for him. If he has made the mistake, it's his own problem. But the issue here is you going after Captain Smart worth more than the lives that we lost in Obuasi. Captain Smart now going at Tebono. And no never to save people need to account. People need to give us answers. It is a party losing. Say, oh, yaw. Say, Captain Smart, I need you maybe, and I'll quit your party now. That's Obi actually I'm Meda Ghana for 7. You have to make it an agenda. Say, dear, in two better terms, says, our boys now on social media. Girls are on the radio, soon social media, Casano. Say, come mame, and now papa can omo your bobu to no and come back Jaisa, omo unasa Captain Smart. No. Their focus will be on the military officer who pulled the trigger. Their focus will be on the AGAMD who oversaw the killing or murdering of these Ghanaians, because AG and Arrêst military for. So the MD should take responsibility for this killings. This is not just this is pure murder. Now, what you say about Anka MD of AG and got position? No. Who hired the military? Who hired those military men? Is the AGA MD. So why is he still in office? Why are we not saying that guy should step down? Why are we not protesting? Why are we not making sure the people who rather killed are being questioned? And then I change the conversation, because a yaw will be muyem. Because people are still paying this MPP free power. because some people feel say journalists phobia ekasaye etia bone inti ende de yenya omo yanti omuti uti omuti nipa nso na eku omo no nya nipa. That is my problem in this whole thing. Inti abaye no, I didn't say anything, I was just listening. And you get some people speaking a lot. And I was watching them. Some of them, 90% are ignorant. They are speaking because Osiname, Obisa me Fribuase, Obisa me Asantini, Obisa ye the MPP4. The issue is, so were you going to leave that one to go and say Captain Smart can summon baby? You are going to be asking questions. You'll be even asking for compensation. Mo Fribuase na bujina TV so. And the social media for amokekan kwasi asem no knowledge no so obu nuam bema no ana momba na mawo omogudem nanka omugu on nke bo ba akutu a anka ba begina beka say nsem you be kan 3 months you will be asking questions other na sojani no e boss atuo no na unia ne kutatuo unia ne ku sojani. Let's stop this foolishness. We want answers. The Anglo-God Ashanti MD is responsible for this murder. The soldiers who went there to kill them were instructed by somebody to shoot. People are supposed to give us answers. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, Mr. S, get me the guy's picture. We cannot make this go just like that. We cannot just sit there and say, oh, you're attacking Captain Smart away into problem. We can't do that. We are going to make sure the right thing is done. And if the AGAMD is going to be fired because Anglo-God Ashanti is a private company, they cannot come to Ghana and murder 7 people and walk. We will let the international community know that Anglo-God Ashanti murdered 7 people. Yes, because it's a company that is supposed to have its own security. I don't even know why the Ghana military is guarding a private facility. Why is Anglo-God Ashanti hiring military to guard their facility? They have the right to put together their own private security. Why are they doing that? Somebody should give us answers. I want to put the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, his picture on the screen. Now, we are going to officially make sure that the MD of Anglo-God, who was part of this, yes, because the military officers are the question is, why they hire them? Were they working for free? Somebody hired them. Somebody was paying them. So when that person commits a crime, you, the person who hired them, is supposed to answer. Mr. S, get me the picture. I think we have it somewhere. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti. We had the picture somewhere. I think the last time we were speaking, it came up. I have the picture. Mr. S, I have the picture. This man should be held accountable. And I'm so surprised to say, I said, Obian Peso Beka. I said, everybody is quiet. Near Tiha, and there were some people of Water River Authority. Omoko Bie Insio, Ewa Akosumbo, and the far Ghana for. We were blaming those people who did that job. Why are we not blaming the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti? Why is this guy still at post? Why is this guy still there? We not making him understand to say, you cannot lead the private company to murder Ghanaians. Let me tell you, when somebody encroaches on your property, in Ghana branch, they say you have to shoot to kill. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Encroaching people's property is a crime. Now the question here is, Sir Crime Norm Committee, did it deserve them being murdered? These people were murdered. It's a crime now. Omo committee, did it deserve military officers opening live guns on them? That is the question we're asking. Unless the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti gave direct instructions to the military that when somebody crosses our territory, shoot to kill, then we will question him. Until somebody needs to tell us something. Are we echoing? Are we echoing? That is the thing. So we need to start asking the relevant questions. Who is taking responsibility for these murders? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, he needs to step away. He needs to step away. A lot of land Obuasi. Land tibiwa omode fence afahu. In kanta na wakana to say mesh. And I'm so muchaye. And AGA knows this is not new, and I'm not here supporting illegality, but as the last result, and then they say also mukunipa ana, also mukunipa 7. That's the question. They could have arrested them. They are military officers. They have been trained to do that. DNA mama junior say also mukuomo, and no any question no. Inti Ghana na yetino right now. What say assembly senior military choir. The only option they have is to kill. Somebody needs to answer questions. And this AGA MD, he needs to answer questions. And I'll be happy. Dr. Solomon Owusu, he knows more about mining. Dr. Solomon Owusu, me am down for Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. You know a lot about mining. Why haven't you spoken about the killings in Obuasi? Dr. Solomon Owusu, mining engineer Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. Why have you refused to speak? Because I know you are very vocal, and I respect you for that. You speak on illegal mining, activities that hampers or goes against the environment. You speak against illegal small scale. You are very vocal. You have been very vocal. This particular incident, why have you refused to speak on this incident? Is it because this guy was your classmate and is your friend? Or there are other things, that's why you have decided not to speak on this matter? I want you to go on radio. I want you to go on TV. Speak on this matter. You have learned engineering more than I have learned. I don't even know anything about it. And I know when you learn about mining, you learn about security too. So you know how to protect mine, how it should be done. Why have you refused to speak on this? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. I am praying that this incident ends CBM. But to prevent this incident from happening, the people who caused that problem, these military officers or say publish anymore TV, so they need to be sacked and they need to face jail time. They have murdered Ghanaians. I mean, can we be true? ABI Wajini will say, assembly see and one on a court. There's pain. I'm telling you, every military officer in Obuasi, life is at stake. They are legitimate police officers. Their life, life, is at stake. People are pained. You cannot open fire and kill 7 people and think, say, people will not react. And I don't want it to get to that level. It's something that I wish never happens. But if we decide not to take actions, then we are allowing people with such pain in their hearts, to take some decisions. We cannot make it look like a normal day and walk away. No, somebody needs to take responsibility. A man for money, a bomb to a kuomu. Obi and my instructions, something needs to be done. Inti yang punish obia, yang you obiedi, yang jail obia. So the next day, they'll go do the same thing again. I'm not going to be on my platform to defend any criminal act. I will never do it. But in Ghana, minim say, so you Ghana ni na so obi bokro no kra na wan twitu ambo obi tuwa. So bo obi tuwa kwa yan twitu ambo ni tuwo. We know that is how the law etie ewo Ghana. Inti edien pa na nkofo we ye ya. Soja for who say etuo ebeku omo nkwa ne the only edien, the only option for them. Crime is bad. You are not supposed to encroach people's property. But we also, as humans, we cannot stop people from their actions. That does not mean that when people fault, we should, at the end of the day, go against the law. No. And that jail. And I will never say Obi encroach and now Uncle we are Anglo Gold Ashanti Gold. I will never advise anybody to do that. But the military officers there, no, that is not how they are supposed to handle the issue. So we need justice in here. The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. Or Chinanopa, we need to hear something from Anglo Gold Ashanti. Because till now, they have said nothing. The only thing that they said is that, oh, the AGS school, no, AGS schools are closed now. We don't need that. This guy needs to take responsibility. Say nebani board to and continue and no visa punching any. No, I don't care whether he was there or not. Somebody needs to take responsibility. This guy murdered those 7 gentlemen. He did. We are yet to hear that a military officer was murdered by these people they killed. Inti Anglo Gold Ashanti, this is a fight between my platform and your company. If nothing is done, we will make sure the world gets to know that Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine, Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine is not worth investing with. We will make the world know that your leaders in Obuasi leading the mine are murderers. You people just go to Obuasi, you build one toilet, you build one water, and then you murder the people for their money. We are not going to allow that. And I will not sit here and justify anybody trying to steal from Anglo Gold Ashanti. There are right channels to use to arrest people and make sure they face the full rigors of the law. That is why there are laws governing this country. That is why when somebody goes against the law, we have to arrest them and send them to court to be jailed. You have the right to do that. Anglo Gold Ashanti mine from tomorrow, when I come, we need answers. Or else this gentleman's picture will be on my show every day and the world will get to know he led the murdering of 7 young people in Obuasi. He led the murdering.
Current Falcon 900, though serviceable, lacks enough range to reach long-haul destinations without refueling stops. The Falcon 900 jet will technically stop at airports where the president does not intend to do a stopover, and this could lead to unnecessary delays and placing a burden on an.
We will come back to this matter. We will Jimmy. Now, as some way in our CV, I saw this publication. A joy. It's a joy for bois, Mesome bois. Otu for say to akasa afa asama esi obuase ho no. Nipa enso a omo ye na de hia omo te obua asante asase so ya bom tuo sojafo. Otu for say to ekasa afa asam no ho no say. Change of government shouldn't give people the opportunity to misbehave. Asante Hine condemns Obuasi incident. Otu said to Kasa or say, Abansi Saba, just say it was a money pebi who akwenya emomudi din sem hunu wo Ghana. Na Otu said to Kasa afa nipa enswa. Soja foa, I was omo Ghana ho ban a obiambo obutuo, abo Ghana for enso tuo wana sase so. Or say, Abansi Saba, mema nipa bi mfa tumi show munsem endi insem hunu. And I'll say this, I'm very disappointed in the statement from Otumfuo. I am very disappointed. I am very, very disappointed. Because one, Obian Walker said this action by the military or the men who went there, it was because of change in government. There's been no official statement from anywhere. Say, Abansi Sanyenti and Amrantiano. Eko say omoko Anglo Gold Ashanti site. So far until Otumfuo gives me proof. So for Otumfuo to politicize this matter, I am very disappointed in Menshia. Because as some say Abano, it is not because of power that changed. It is an issue esia nipebi ekunipa sebio nipa so ebo mutui and come ya desho mu free menhia. I don't think say sebio ka menhia beka asem o kan ye no e the politics abefrafra. I don't think say emrante no mukọ or say omukọ akobie Anglo Gold Ashanti net no they were wearing NDC or MPP colors. These are young men who live in Obuasi. It is for Otumfuo to attribute this to a change of government. And then I believe say with all due respect, Otumfuo said to Ankasaye there's some kind of hypocrisy in Otumfuo Setutu statement. Because if you want to look at the case critically or look at the issue critically, the issue here is why NMI instructions emaye kun eye emrantie no. Bone ben emrantie no ye ya soldier for end to me and use other means to stop them. The only thing they had to do was to shoot them. These are questions, basic questions everyone will be asking. Now, if Otumfuo Setutu catch say they see Obuasi a emaye kun nipa nso no a change of government in the then in 2020 your boy nipa tuo e wotechima no identity Otumfuo ankasa say a change of government about tuo mun semunti and a boy nipa tuo for about 4 years. Otumfuo said to never spoke on Techiman South killings. Asantibemu yetna Asantibemu ebo nipa nso tuo. Otumfuo did not see the need to speak on it, even though it was a different matter. But a war asem na yeka. Why is Otumfuo so eager to jump the gun to tell us, say, what happened, it was because of change of government? It wasn't. This is not the first time an incident like this has happened in Obuasi. So far, we are all waiting for the investigative report. So for Otumfuo to just conclude this matter, to create an impression in the heads of people, say, this is politics, then I think Otumfuo got it wrong. And we have to say it in his face. Because unim, say, nipa bi ebe se tumi echi no mo de di nkwasi asem ete se soldier for na omo she tumi echi Anglo Gold Ashanti MD no e high omo di sa embransem we. Because what in the first place, why are soldiers guarding a private property? Why? We are paying these soldiers with the taxpayers' money to stay and protect Ghana. Why are they guarding private property? That's the first question we need to be asking. And I'm deeply disappointed in this statement. This should not be political. This should be straight questioning of authority and how they deliberately murdered people. We need to move away from these things. And sometimes we'll be trying to Kevin or Otumfuo. Me, I don't hate Otumfuo. Bibia niwa Otumfuo wa mi menye bi. Otumfuo is going to be rich till he dies. Otumfuo is going to be royal till he dies. The Otumfuo enya abrabum enya dia menye bi. So why should I hate him? But I have the right to criticize the utterances of Otumfuo when I believe it's not right. That is what I do. And it does not mean when I criticize Otumfuo's statement, it makes me disrespect him. No. I need to criticize Otumfuo for him to know I respect him. That is why I'm criticizing him. And not to Otumfuo kramporo sebio otnasia or what sebio ahemfo netna edwini and somehow. So it is very good we also analyze the statements from Otumfuo, because Otumfuo asamemuadu. This is not about change of government. Unless Otumfuo knows, say it was purely change of government, politician being a cast of unkoho and I say evidence. Until somebody proves that to me, because you cannot tell me NDC ko Obuasi, MPP ko Obuasi, Kweku Obuasi West MP, Kweku Kwatin, Ojina Obuasi Anglo Gold, the Anglo Gold Ashanti campaign from 2016. Your boni patwo last 2 years, your boni pabe and what you Obuasi. Why didn't we say it's because the government in power, the way they are doing things, we didn't say anything. And I can show you videos. I was here, I spoke on it. It's because of change in power. No, I disagree with that statement. And that statement is a statement protecting criminals who killed Ghanaians. The statement from Otumfuo protecting soldier for Akromfowi, protecting Anglo Gold Ashanti MD who is supposed to take responsibility for his actions. We are not supposed to use power to protect crime. With all due respect, Otumfuo Setutu, abrochire na unyini te semia. Sebio yenyina ko di pa. Until we are sure say abrochire na some we see and an oil company and a amanfo bi encroach oil company and a gold mining company. So Canada what na and UK. Na say omo encroach na say ya bobu to a odwin say people are going to sit there and let those security people walk away and the MD of the company walk away. You have traveled more than have traveled. You have seen things more than have seen. You have experienced that. Why are we not applying the same thing here? This is not politics. This is somebody deliberately murdering Ghanaians. And we expect Ahemfo to lead the charge, to make sure say a man for enshishe soja atade enshishe position echi enku Ghana for. I will never justify the actions of these young men who went to encroach and as omoko cross the AGA4 line. I would never support them. but I'll also not allow people to murder unarmed Ghanaians. Never. Because so it is almost like say, and the Ghana military, the only option they have, say a man phobia, they need to shoot there. They don't deserve to be in those uniforms. Now, I saw this statement from Ochehene. And Ochehene, sorry, Mr. Buachi, Ebuakwahene. Ohene kete. Opeje na beti. Now, Ebuakwahene akasa, or say, Ochehene, omo friends, orders seizure of excavators, removal of all mining equipment operating along Brim River. Yes, Mr. Buachi, Ebuakwahene say, and the obia or yet whether illegal or legal mining or that Brim River no so no or my instructions say obia in excavators. Two questions na mibusano. One, to me Ben or what to give that instruction, and two, is this the first time he's hearing say people are mining close to the Brim River? Now two questions. Hypocrisy and the son che and intina amana pantain aye de aye no nyachom and a son che and intina amana pantain aye de aye no mibusa Ebuakwahene say when did he hear say amanfobi galamsey Brim River no when did he first hear it? Afena oti 2 days ya oti and their capacity no war power bang near to chrome ha and a mosanko for ya na machimfo we ebedi to me catch say obia engineer seize excavator because it was not done in the right way. People died, people's excavators were stolen, people at the end of the day were rendered bankrupt because of the way you people and your party more conduct this exercise. The government is in power, they have means and ways in a way that people will not benefit from illegality. Because near Tikroma and a mobile seize excavators, ye no not your chama hemfo. Ye no na ya bonko photo Charles Bisu de Eko Ewusi Mrekuduka ene munkofo achimfo we ketijemfo amo ena mubo to jiji nkofo excavator. There needs to be a formal way of seizing excavators in Ghana. With all due respect, Ebuakwahene, you don't have any power to instruct anybody to leave. Say, legitimate mining na own free brim no home. So be a legitimate miner, it means he knows what he's doing is right. And the government will check every miner who is doing legitimate mining. You have the right to tell illegal miners to move. But when people are doing legitimate mining, our more licenses are, we all can come and check what they do. Say they are not destroying water. You don't have the power to do that. For 8 years, you did not see some amount for air mining or Brim River. No, now just say Jimmy Ana. Or for some more Omutugun so. Yantiana. Olanga the far form echo close to Nientia. Were we not here? Did you see anything wrong? For 8 years, they have been mining. They've been mining along the Brim River for 8 years. You did not see it. 2 weeks here now. What actually influenced that decision? And now excavators were on our person going through. And now usro say wonana no bina almost say achima sase aye galamsi asensuo no usro say NDC aban be che omo enti ode by force to force say obi aye den capacity be na wo de kasa asem no. Capacity be na de kasa asem no. The same thing omo ye omo ba power ye be seize excavators and omo tugu mu and omo wian for excavators because no mo to me. Obi ko kasa ni abodi tuo obi kasa ni atwaja to ni fie obi kasa na omo wiya ko den eko Jubilee House na omo ahemfo no ye che excavators ne mo over 2,000 to 3,000 excavators e be sin na yehu ba kumpo. What na insuo we hu for 8 years we hu so obi aye galamsey we hu so obi aye adwuma eka 2 days dia also obi an seize adwuma oye obi an yi excavator na da be na hu sa asem no capacity ni position be na de kan sa asem no emramena wo de kan sa asem no our assassin ya wo dia na assassin ya wo dia 8 years na we hu so obi aye galamsey no munja nya atwom no munja mo na mo so sosoma kro no aye kese wo Ghana o capacity ni saying tell me your capacity na me hu baby a wo to see o capacity ne say oman hene e de mra e na tie kire a wo de take say decision no oman hene odi okuro be so opposition ne saying na wugina o captain's band wen munjai sa de no muni sa tumi nam de wunwuna nipa de biem. We need to protect this country. Yeah, mama, the opportunity to speak against the NPP government to make things right. You people were part of the crime. Yet yana GMPC yetamo musika ma okoye party. Satan ye kan wasema no wemuna welcome onu mesi. And na woto ayampia didi e ma me matem say ye ne e beka Ekufuado asem no ye ma me enkurasefo mma. And enkurasefo no ba na kira wo say wuti ekurase men taking enkurasefo decision. Mojin say ye Jimmy. They be anamo the tactics. Modi 442. Na modi enya mo ho say tem na mo hunahuna nkofo. It is the job of the government to protect the land. Asasi bia government Ghana dia president ne dia. Asasi bia Ghana nia bia president ne dia. And it is the responsibility of the government to protect the land. Omo illegal mining, the government has to formally start dealing with them. Tinafie where the 8 years when you sika say tem. We busuafo ntie we be di nkwasi asem we tuma ka bibia nkyere omo. Nansia 2 days na hu say ye galam so obrim no so. Shut up. Shut up. We are not going to allow it again. So what now 8 years I galam say am wonia e kire wo ka kire me say 8 years we hu so bia galam say obrim no so. E kire 8 years no we hu say Ghana ni bia ye galam say na say which one is this? All right, okay. Thank you, sirs. So shut up, Mr. Obuasi. Abano ebe protect Ghana and Sase. Abano be make sure said this is done formally. The idea no, you cannot create any kind of idea be to say when na wo ku galam say 8 years what's now unim de ekoso near tia na dampare ankasa krom near galam say Ekufuado dan echi near galam say near tia ni nyina hu ye yeti ukrom yeti na oma ye nkofo botuo ewo achim kuro nim mojeje nsase. Don't pretend they said now unim say 8 years ye galam say obrim no so. So shut up. We want to reset this nation. Shut up and sit in your corner. Obaka say me mu ade me didi watem me ndi watem ona watena bro chire me ona wonim New Jersey for slangs. Shut up is not an insult. Just shut up and sit down. Inkurase for ma no ye bebu Ghana no mo na muni ate enso na muntumi twitwu mo sen ne agyen sa mo de bokọ abro chire mo ahyehyɛ suit no se bi o ka mo de anka mo num mbon mo ba munim de ye ne anim sa sa mo ti abro chire na mo nyina mo twitwu mo sen Ekufuado bedi etuo mo sa ankwasiafo no omo ba bedi Ghana so 8 years no ne anim so omo hyehyɛ suit no mo num bon eye enkurase for mba ne yaba ye na ye num bon ye na ye be yusu asokodu ya atwitwi yesen. We will clean this country and make things right. So shut up. Oh, ya beka Ghana so be di dia ma menum atem. Esa beka kire say. Oliver, you can write whatever you want to write. Parliament needs to Oliver. You can write whatever you want to write on social media. Nobody cares. Go to Parliament and prove to Parliament that you saw an appointee pay you money. We don't know how Parliament works. You have written on social media 5 minutes ago that folks don't know how Parliament works. You know how it works. So go to Parliament and tell Parliament that you know their job more than them. You need to do that. And Alban Bagby needs to do this. This is what he has written on social media. Hey, Masa, man can be in Mo, yeah. Ghana. We are the folks who are foolish. We don't know how Parliament works. You, Oliver, you know how Parliament works. Go to Parliament and explain to parliamentarians how it works and how they pay bribes. You have to go to jail because at least you know the law. You there, at least, so say a lawyer, so you sitting on social media telling parliamentarians and appointees that they are criminals. So you need to prove. Because right now, you are telling Alban Bagbin that he's a criminal. Because Alban Bagbin, he set up the committee. So if somebody is sitting on committee taking money, you need to prove to Alban Bagbin that this person took money. You, Oliver, you have to go to Parliament and answer that question. Folks do not really know or understand how Parliament. I don't know. And majority of the people watching me, they don't know. You know. Go there and prove to us. Somebody has to even take you on, also be court for you to prove, because you cannot malign the Parliament of Ghana. You need to prove. And the good thing is, you have a law degree to prove. So whatever you are saying, you know. Personally, I will find a way to get to Alban Bagbin for you to be invited to Parliament. I will say Ghana. You need me. I don't need anything from you, and I don't hate you. I want you to prove to Ghanaians, Nipa Otia Sika, appointee Otia Sika, you're endorsing of Parliament. I don't know how Parliament works. Maybe Alban Bagbin Awoka on the G scanner. Maybe the chairman of the committee in the G scanner. Maybe Omam. So you need to prove beyond. Yeah, Jimmy. We don't know how it works. I'm not a parliamentarian. The last time I checked, you were not a parliamentarian. So maybe you have heard something or seen something we don't know. So go to Parliament and prove to us. And we will make sure you come to Parliament to answer, because whatever you put out there, it has tainted the credibility of the committee's work. Do you know that? This statement you put online, as a lawyer who knows better, this statement that you put online, it has tainted a parliamentary committee, the vetting committee, their job. It has tainted it. Right now, tomorrow, people are going to go to vetting, and some people be carrying that in their head that Oliver says they are taking money. So you need to go and prove to them. You have tainted parliamentary proceedings. So, Oliver, it is important for your own credibility and also to protect our parliament. And Speaker Alban Bagbin, this is very important to Ghanaians. Enough is enough. The disrespect and the lies and then insinuations and allegations without any fact backing it. This has to end. So, Oliver, you have actually come. You are back on Facebook saying folks like us don't know how Parliament works. Yes, Mimetiano. Minim see your Parliament here, Juma. Minim so biji bribe or Parliament. More evidence and come actually. Minim will be a way to come an appointment and come with evidence and aba. Minim me call Parliament that. So be just call Parliament and minim. Me me camera and capture will be our just call Parliament. One are winning. You know how Parliament works. So go and prove to Parliament how Parliament works. You need to go with evidence. All right. Now, there's this story too we need to deal with. 629 in the US. It's definitely 1129 in Ghana, right? Adiasa. Munkodaye. Nipa saying YouTube right now. We have 8,126 people. Eyeballs are a year Facebook. Haruna Idrisu, he is the minister of Shared Education so Ghana. He has made a statement. Now, Haruna Idrisu said, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu announces government will introduce solar energy initiative for all basic and secondary schools this year to reduce their reliance on national grid. Mr. S, this is not a story I was looking for. I need the other story. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. S. Now, Haruna Idrisu and I take you over as Education Minister. From 2016, 2017 January 7th, Ekufuado ne MPP ni Bawumiamo eteki office. Omo kachire say omo implemented free SHS 2.0 because omo buy na free SHS order that from 2015. Now, from 2017, ebesi 2024, especially the latter part of 2024, Nana Ekufuado, Educhum, Bawumia, they sat or they stood around on platforms around the nation. Ghana for say, Ninkwara Dudu ama benefited from free SHS no 5.7 million. 5.7 million. Now, NDC about power. Haruna Idrisu is now the education minister. Omako bien time. And Ora office, no, the first thing who and say, enquire more free SHS in 3 million. But Nana Dankwa Ekufuado, and Bawumia, any educhum NPP for akachre for the past 8 years say encourage 5.7 million and a benefit from free SHS. And right now, no, Haruna Idris say he wants the actual figures or person who actual figures no money who data no. Now, from what we are seeing here and the report now, you know, this should tell you say a free SHS na Ekufuadomo implementing the by force no na a cash cow. You can say be a cash cow. Na a avenue for them to steal billions from Ghanaians. Now, if what they are showing us, or Haruna Idrisu and the education ministry are showing us is to go by, and I say it's true, say 3 million people and truly na omo enjoy free SHS no, name enya 5.7 then it means to say sikibia a core a free SHS no. Now the Danko Ekufuadomo they doubled it. Because technically it's a double of a year nipa dodwa no more free SHS. It is spending 10 billion Ghana cedis our free SHS. So person we charitable cry. It means to say 60% of the money and an uncle say free SHS 40% no omedi. Let's be charitable. Let's say 10 billion and you're spending what free SHS on and 100 billion. What is going to happen is say the numbers you are saying say and just 5.7 million children, name 3 million children, then it means say 10 billion just 6 billion and a year free SHS no 4 billion kano a sika omufadi. For Haruna Idrisu to ask for the data no, it is very important and imperative because the amount of money and go forward the free SHS area. Because one twin can't say nipa 5.7 million and a budget with the more say the free SHS. A question cratem no nipa 3 million. It means sikana with the coin no half of that money no wedi. Half a pet and the cater for 3 million kids in school. People have to go to jail. Educhum, Napo, Obia wa headed the education ministry bia, they need to answer questions. Oh, said they be ane catch them. John Mahama catch them say, Nana Ekufuado the MPP, omuti e binim. Adam move free power na mon kwasi afo na maka na mo betiasie the damage they have done to us. This story should worry every Ghanaian. It should make you feel say na enkofo we omo we say ye kwasi afo ana. Because right now Haruna Idris say omo for figures ne bra no validate figures no. Because right now as we speak, we don't even know nipa dodo anomko free SHS. Omo say they be omo tam Ghana sika dia hwesa ankwara no. On say before election 2024. Now every time be almost say 4.9 million, 4.9 million. A car bear 1 month to elections, I feel almost say 5.7 million. You know why? Because they had budgeted and they have taken the money. Now they had taken that money, they were expecting to win the elections. Now sa number no. Now omode da damu no omode G sika every Ministry of Finance edi sika no. But no we are so conscious say Jemensa will rig the elections, they will rig the election, they will kill and still maintain power. So the money they were squandering, and as no mudino enko baby. It is the latter part of the elections. Every time you go for any opportunity, Baumia any opportunity, country, educhum any opportunity. No, I'm saying nipa 5.7 million and I'm more benefiting from free SHS. And there, how do I do super power? No, it is looking clear. Say nipa 3 million and a benefit here. It's nipa 2.7 million. No. Sa 2.7 million is sick and a wing. Because you spent money on 2.7 million people, a 3 million, no. Into 2.7, no. Sa nipa 2.7 was a 2.2, no. Sa sikano, where did it go? Why in the D sa sikano? We are waiting for the data. Baumia nankasa data. Any debe show Baumia. Now you get it. So you should be very worried. It's the same. We need to understand the say MPP 4-way sika omabe wiano. These are people. Don't get it twisted. The Education Minister Haruna Idrisu will busani clearly. Haruna Idrisu demands validation of free SHS beneficiary data. Or person who real number no. Nipa dodo saying ankasa ne call free SHS no. Ana nipa 2.7 million en kwara mu nyire wu. Nipa 2.7 omu nyire wu ana. Haruna Idrisu is asking. Haruna Idrisu Obusa say ope the real raw numbers, ope validation, and the educhum ombramba press conference in country. Country. So now before elections, you know, now what airtime every social media platform or to airtime or every radio station and the Ubebia TV na country as the boss a confirm gina ho e kekan kwase abrofo. Abeto ho adena educhum emba abontin beka say it is a lie and that it is 5.7 million. Educhum wen na pokwa campaign na hwene say bomb blast no. So no say education minister. But wo mia Jimmy for na nam Ghana ka say 5.7 million free SH. I didn't know be press conference. And ka say Haruna Idrisu is lying and that it is 5.7 million. Omo wa hefa. All right, guys. Why? So we want to know. Into omu dadamu for 8 years. Na omu diska. No more inflating numbers. No more creative bibia to trim. And a sikani nyina ko free SHS. And ye share mama school. And I'm not cry a more assay. Haruna Idrisu about office as the minister of education. So or say in krata okoto no office no. In kwara omu ko free SHS omu bro 3 million. Meaning sika bia ye de ma eye nkofo we somebody free SHS no also omo accounted for 3 million per eye den omo ka kire say nkwara omo ko free SHS ni nyina ye 5.7 million. NPP send oda ho NPP ma we ya boa unim nyansa. You cannot help us build this nation. Send oda ho university or any tertiary institution say me a MPP member yen ye future FMP or ya boa unim nyansa we Jimmy school now ko no ntiase. You are stupid to be part of this party. MPP omo Jimmy. They are a bunch of fools. Omunim nyansa, they are not willing to help Ghana. Entimu free SHS no. Wonim sika nkofo we di ye. They have finished this country. Let's get serious for once. Me expect to say after your market na osori na oput se kraman. O Jimmy no morning ekosi anadwono. Why is he not coming out to say Haruna Idrisu is lying? And the data, we all know the data. Where is Bawumia? Where is Pele Pele? Where are those dirty, filthy people who thought it's a gun of way Jimmy? Whatever they have to tell us, we are talking about the data. Bawumia, the data is saying, say, free SHS no more 3 million. Your data said, say, 5.7 million. Where did the 2.7 million? Nipa do the sick and quiet away. Mo in school. Mo ankora mo diane. Mo into light bulb. Mo into water bulb. And kwasiafo na nam Ghana ase ensanfa to me mama. Mo enyan. After they destroy the nation, they don't even want you to run your nation. And I want to send this to the majority leader in parliament. I respect him a lot, but with all due respect, you need to be ruthless with these foolish, ruthless people. We mono, Mr. Yariga, Omo Jimmy, they are being led by a fool who defends pedophiles. Me say, the NPP minority in parliament, they are being led by Afenyo Makina, or no, ni girlfriend niya bema de ne kote sheshe nkwara numa otumi defend yomo. The NPP minority, micro minority, no, they are being led by Afenyo Makin, who sent a lawyer to go to kids' school with thugs to go intimidate, to kidnap kids. Afenyo Makin is a filthy human being. No one time. Oye no one nyang. Oye Jimmy Fua onim nyansa. Otumi suma nipa. No the tax account say move from a law firm enko obiba school enko tete enko wiankwara. So this is a group being led by a man without principle, a dirty riffraff who thinks say backing and making noise makes him intelligent. So Mr. Yariga, do not entertain these dirty riffraffs. We saw what they did in the 8 years. Where your bush meets, you cannot change them. You need to press their neck. Into Mr. Yariga, do not take your niceness to parliament. Ghanaians want Ghana to work. These people are insignificant. So, Sebio, if they are even found in KVIP, they are tiny. They are not relevant to building this nation. We don't need them. We don't need NPP minority. This micro dirty refresh. We don't need them because we saw what they used the power for the past 8 years. So, we are 8 years. So, Mr. Yerega, do not entertain a group of termites who are being led by a pedophile defender. Do not. You need to be resolute. You need to be rough. There's nothing like being, you see, these people in parliament, NDC for no, the diplomacy is over. The millions of people who voted for you, they wanted you to be ruthless. And I'm saying ruthless not for you to go and kill or beat anybody. Ruthless and being firm and pressing the neck of these fools for us to get what we want. The people want you people to lead. And it's that overwhelming majority. They know they don't want these fools to be part of the decision making in parliament. Ghana for, they don't want these fools calling themselves micro minority MPP to be part of our decision making. And it's so many Ghanaians voted for you. Do not consider them in your decision making. They are filthy. They are ignorant. They are foolish and tribal. They have no knowledge to help build this nation. Mr. Yerega, do not be there and don't bring your law to parliament. Don't come and do niceness as the majority leader. Let these fools know that we the people gave you the power to do what we want. So when you go to parliament, make sure your people are there to pass what we want. These fools, ignore them. Do not engage people who don't have leadership. These people don't have any intelligent leader who is leading them. They all stand up and fool themselves because they have nothing doing. These are people who are not supposed to be in parliament. They are supposed to be sitting at home watching Kunkumbaja. They have no relevance in parliament. Their contribution does not matter. Whatever they say does not make sense. We don't need it. In fact, we can run Ghana's parliament without these termites. We want to be diplomatic, Jack. We want to be democratic. We are all democratic. We are all citizens. Let the majority win. The majority should get what they want. That is how it's supposed to be. Do not be economical about the power you have. Maximize the power. In kwasiafo onya tumi mu dom de sika jimi we kura be minister stika KTM on be minister kwasiafo onya tumi mu dom de kojo ponkruma ponotia ne to onya ministerial job unkwasi ade omye saa boy na oye kobi ochidako ote debu kwa na ochidako wanum wi ti se osrane kwasiafo mu fi we nya tumi 8 years mu dom de Ghana ye. Do not sit there and say we are practicing democracy. Give Ghanaians what they want. We don't need any democracy from these people. Nobody's fighting in Ghana. Nobody's killing anyone in Ghana. We are practicing democracy. Majority should give Ghanaians what they want. These are insignificant toilet mumwa. They are not even ashamed. They are not even ashamed of their actions. Today they are in parliament singing. The same Ghana that they murdered. The same Ghana they stole from. The same Ghana that they disrespected. They are singing the anthem because they think we have short memories. In Muamma, we don't. We remind you people every day. Mr. Yerega, we don't want to hear he's my friend, he's my colleague. When you start that, you will not like us. I'm going to be very, very straightforward with you. If you are going to go into parliament thinking you are going to be the Mr. Nice guy, then it's better you tell John Mahama you can't do the job because we will be dirty with you. You will be ruthless. You will not enjoy that position. I am telling you today. Boys and mini boys fucking. Me say, boys and mini boys. Nobody is going to harm anybody, but the laws have to work in favor of the people. And it's in your mom 182 and over vote to go to parliament and give the people what they want. And you don't go and sit in parliament and be nice and be sitting there and be smiling and be doing my brother. We don't need over parliament. No, you be and do it. Over parliament, over member, no be and count. These people contested you. They wanted to kick you out of parliament. So don't go and sit there and become a Dazi and be like, I'm the nice Muslim guy, I'm the nice guy. Nobody's looking out for your niceness. Your niceness will be noticed when you deliver. And the delivery is that give the people what they want. You have the majority. So I'm going to say, parliament, baby, I'm going to beshit in kata omoso we mo ti se ndokono o mo ti se dokono o mo ti se mfante dokono mo fa beshit in kata omoso na ye nya parliament adwuma Na munja Jimmy Fowe. Mobile Parliament, Mobo because you don't need to drink too much water to spray urine on these people. Just pee on them and let them leave. Stinking people, let them leave. It is, you know. Majority of you should understand that John Mahama is a new kind of leader now. John Mahama is ready to leave a legacy. It means that in our history. And so why politics are check? Now say why you do fear. So we take you time now. We study John Mahama, the appointments he's making. Me, the reason why I don't discuss appointments, who goes here and who goes here, say John Mahama knows who he can work with. I will not choose somebody for John Mahama to give me an excuse when he does not deliver. I will allow John Mahama to choose whoever he thinks can help him deliver. Celebrate said John Mahama to deliver. I can blame him. It is what study me. I don't get involved in appointments. I don't instruct my guys who write on my page and all that to talk about appointment and a win and we don't do that. Because we believe say John Mahama and your Abamano, you believe in your respecting intelligence in to me shading him. So what I say with the experience now, who say asime sebio or eba fine sebio or any friendly sebio the one kind on number 2 juma. You have the belief to me, mano. Let him work with that person. It is not up to me to tell John Mahama say why now be you why now be you know, because when I do that, then I wouldn't have the right to criticize John Mahama's government. In this what study, I don't talk about appointments, and I don't want to have anything to do with appointment. I don't care. What I'm looking out for and what I'm waiting for is the delivery. Give me the delivery. So I'm a delivery now. We are an enemy. It's me. John Mahama can choose to appoint anybody. I don't care. I don't care because I believe that he's competent enough to know who he wants to work with. I will not scream about John Mahama's appointment. No, I respect him and I respect his decision, and I know majority of Ghanaians want to abamano omu into or take a decision. I believe say he's considering the majority of the people who gave him that power. No, into I know he will not take a decision that will soil his integrity, and I say will destroy his legacy he wants to leave behind. Into I know say whatever decision he's taking, anytime I see an appointment come out on social media, I look at it like the same way you look at it. I'm like, okay, this is what John Mahama wants. This is what he believes he can work with. That is it. I would never sit here and talk about appointment. And John Mahama, I don't want for we question. No, I don't care. I don't. It's not my business. I don't. That conversation. Common me. I'm not an menya kwara in politics. So I've been doing this for years, and I've gotten to that point. Say I'm not supposed to give politicians the room to give me excuses. And to me, I don't decide for politicians. I allow politicians to make their decisions. That's what gives me that room to critically analyze or assess a political party or a government. And see, sometimes when I see some of the appointments, I watch. Like they say, then we say, okay, this is what John Mahama wants. This is what he wants to work with. Let's wait. Let's support it and see. Delivery. But something happened today. You see, and some ministers were supposed to be sworn in, and one lady who was supposed to be sworn in, your friend, minister designate, gender minister designate, your friend Agnes Na Mumulati, and then you bring go say John Mahama swearing in. She was late, and the information is that John Mahama refused to swear her in, or the Jubilee House decided that so why late there is no need, because the president cannot go to the Volta region in the morning. Make sure he returns to swear ministers in. Now what you cry now catch him so why later. So president swear in is total disrespect to the president and to his office. So your appointee in Mahama's government, you should take a clue from this. This shows that Mahama can fire somebody tomorrow morning after swearing the person in tomorrow afternoon. John Mahama can fire somebody tomorrow evening and not pass or swear anybody in or channel power. In the evening, John Mahama can sack that person. This should tell you something. So this lady was late to the swearing in, and then Jubilee House prevented her. So At the end of the day, so we appointee, this should tell you something about your leader. Your leader is trying to tell you, he's trying to speak to you. Respect the people. Respect the people who have given you that power. And with all due respect, I don't know what led to the lady getting there late. But at the end of the day, the president to make of water region, to make sure so was swear ministers in. So you should do everything possible to be there before the president. That's how it's supposed to be. There are no excuses here. So this wonderful lady did not get the opportunity today. Maybe tomorrow she will get the opportunity. But it sends a very good message. It sends a strong message to you, the appointees. Nobody is above sacking. Nobody is above cautioning. This is the new John Mahama you are seeing. This is the new John Mahama government you are seeing. It is not government as usual again. This is a new kind of governance. This is a governance whereby we need to respect the people, because Ghana for TV almost constituents share. So if you don't get there on time, about president ne drew on timer, then technically you are disrespected. No amount of excuses in these circumstances, because president of Volta region or no to Masayaba. This morning when the president went to the Volta region, me who say or Kasano or Dinkai epa ahemfo any asofo ne chow say he is very sorry. This is the president of the republic. He does not have to apologize to anybody when he's late, because the president has a lot of things on his plate. So president and to me appear at a function earlier. The president, even on his way, because of security, he can be delayed. Yeah. The security setup can tell him that, Mr. President, the place is still not ready for you. Even though security is ready, we believe that you have to still stay indoors for another 1 hour, because we are trying to put some things in order. You don't have that privilege. It is a precedent. And pay a water region the voter and sekasa opa eye ahemfo ne chew opa eye de asofo ne chew opa omo betena ho kakra ansa na oba de chew say he's sorry he delayed a little bit, and that is how it's supposed to be done. That is how it's supposed to be done. We need to show respect. So when I was listening to John Mahama, I realized that now we have a leader who nimi answer. Yeah, a leader outre in his gestures and in his utterances. Outre now by and say why Junior will say untumi nya de mi yedi bi and respect ni pana. Then do not think it's about my several mabaim. Sometimes you don't need a leader to pull a gun or to speak stupidly and foolishly like a Kufuado and Abaumia to look like say you are strong. Your actions alone speaks a lot, and that is what John Mahama is doing. I am so bad. I feel so bad for her. I don't know what caused this, and I know say she has learned a lot from this, and I believe say it has sent the right message to every single appointee. I am praying that tomorrow, if there's going to be another ceremony, they should try and swear her in. She's a very competent lady, very respectful lady. She's very diligent in her job, and I know she can deliver. But at this point, it becomes difficult to defend when you know, say, you have to be there even maybe an hour or two before the event starts. But it's good these things happen. Because, Sesanyama way in Sia, appointees Libino, and Shada and Yaden, and Shada what is at stake. Some people still think say this is John Mahama as usual. No, I can tell you on authority, this is not the John Mahama you know in 2012 or you knew in 2012. This is the new John Mahama who wants things to be done right. He's resetting this nation. Mr. President, and whoever is in charge of the swearing in, with all due respect, I am pleading. I don't know what caused this lady's delay, but with all due respect, I know she has learned her lessons. And Ghanaians basically know what this woman can do, her competence and all that. We are apologizing on her behalf. We beg you, Moma, another opportunity to swear in. Just swear her in and let her go do her job. But this is enough punishment. Mr. President, this is enough punishment. And I know the chief of staff and all the intelligent people around the president, the advisor to the president, Madam Valerie, the legal advisor to the president, Madam Brew, and the rest of the people in the Jubilee House. I know the secretary to the president, Mr. Mahama Kalistos, and the rest of the very intelligent people around the president, the vice president. This woman, I don't know what happened, but I believe that she has learned her lessons. she should be forgiven. She should be given the nod to go serve her people. And I know she will learn a lot from this. And sometimes it'll be for a reason. This had to happen for some people to know what is actually at stake. Some people to know that serious business is being done. You get what I mean? This is something we have to be looking at. So, Mr. President, Madam Na Momo is a very wonderful woman. And I know from today, she will check those things very well. She will not underestimate the job she has been given. And she will not underestimate the people's time. And whoever is in charge, we are begging you, give her another shot. She has to be sworn in tomorrow, God willing. And I believe in this woman, she can deliver. And I know John Mahama and this government, they are a listening government, because I know that John Mahama saw something in this lady in or appointing, and I know this mistake will not take her competence away from her, but at least it has sent a message that majority of people in Ghana, and especially NDC appointees, they now understand what they need to do. So, Mr. President, we are begging you, yeah, the fact is, Makacha say, and I can tell her the onion scandal. Say NDC for about business scandal could be at $28,930. Oh, the mammy, I hope a scandal. And you know, Makacha say, Jimmy, they make it in a intro. Now, John Mahama Baya, open scandal on more because he made a dross a boofunu. But in can't to a Mrs. Scandal be at $25,000. First day $28,930, but about $25,000. So he has scandal a fabra or the bar memo bako. And you see there, I pay as you go scandal. Now, won't you open scandal? Uhinim. My man, the Oliver. Now, Oliver and Sama Wakano, I just want to remind him of something. Oliver, Ghana running here, way Ghana constitutional. It's Oliver there. I'm telling you, you need to go to Parliament to answer questions. You have actually tainted a parliamentary work. You need to answer questions. So I post now would make here. My team send me ready when show. Chapter 10, the legislature. 122 general contempt or say. General contempt or say. 122 an act or omission an act or omission. An act or omission which distracts. Let me take this again. 122 an act or omission which obstructs or impedes Parliament in the performance of its functions, or which obstructs or impedes a member or office of Parliament in the discharge of his duties, or affronts the dignity of Parliament, or which tends either directly or indirectly to produce that result, is contempt of Parliament. Oliver, this your tweet or this your post on social media. This your post on social media. So all the monies the ministerial appointees are being asked to pay to the appointment committee just to get approved are those ones not affected by oral. Strange republic. This your statement. Straightforward. Obstruct the work of Parliament. This is contempt. You need to go to Parliament to prove to Parliament to say you have not obstructed the business of Parliament, because this committee was set up by the Parliament of Ghana, led by Speaker Alban Bagbin. Into one of your lawyer, ona unim brofo, memente brofo, makain the constitution ne kachrew. Me chraw, sa una wakosua law, me de wakosua no ena me chechire ma chraw. Inti, so we read it. Thank you very much, team. Let me just stick to this. So we read it. Ghana Mrana. Oliver, asama woka se appointees no sikama parliamentarians are omoti committees no. Okay, Ghana Mrana. Say an act or omission which obstructs or impedes Parliament in the performance of its functions, or which obstructs or impedes a member or office of Parliament in the discharge of his duties, or affronts the dignity of Parliament, or which tends either directly or indirectly to produce that result, is contempt of Parliament. This is your statement. So don't fight me. Fight the Constitution. You said you are a lawyer and your statement was clear-cut. You did not allege anything. You made it an emphatic statement. So it's about time you went to Parliament, because Ochina, the committee will be sitting. We don't want to have doubt about the committee and the kind of people or the appointees they will endorse. You have put something in the heads of Ghanaians that they are taking money. You have tainted their job. You have obstructed their job. Whatever they will do from tomorrow, Ghanaians will not see it as legitimate. You need to go to Parliament to prove. You need to go to jail. They call law school. But my team said, I should show you this. Team. So my team said, another statement from the standing orders of Parliament. Let's spend a little bit of time on this. It's very important, because people need to understand, say, they cannot just sit in Ghana and be messing the system up and expect the system to work. No. So our Ghana, now Ghana, refrain from fake news and accusing people without facts. Very, very important. And that is how it's going to be from now. Yen to me man confo bin tina Parliament keke. And tina Ghana and say Parliament people need to answer questions. Oliver, one thing I may spend the time. My time is precious. Millions of people around the world are watching. When I finish, I'll put your picture on. Your colleague, lawyers or more out of Ghana will know the kind of misinformation and disinformation for now you are putting out. Until you bring evidence out, you are a chief misinformer. Now, when you read the parliamentary document, let's get in there. Document in 17 subparts over 2, contempt of parliament or breach of privilege. Where your parliament document, Oliver, because Ochina committee better say. As some of our canon, I'm a Ghana for a committee for before they are taking money from appointees. So you need to go and prove. Because I respect the committee and I respect the chairman. And I don't want people to have second thoughts about their duty. Alban Bagbin, I don't want people to think Alban Bagbin is sitting up there taking money to let people go through. So, anything I me read the Parliament of one krata and constitution natural. Also, you're a lawyer, you need to know better. Now, so we'll read it point 30 and not 30. That's what it says. Let me enlarge it. On a lawyer, I mean, the actual are making kind. 30 or say the following acts or conduct shall constitute a breach of privilege or contempt of Parliament. A, and it says this: disorderly conduct on the part of strangers, such as realtors, or disorderly action by strangers to hinder or promote the passing of a bill or other legislative measures. Now, when you go to the continuing statement in Parliament, and I make it, I did not make it up. We're Parliament. Nyoma we are a contempt. Our Parliament be to bachu de dia. Edwa ko jina court e jailu. And I make it, and your statements are here. H, publication of false, perverted, misleading, distorted, fabricated or scandalous reports, books or libels reflecting on the proceedings in Parliament. Sanyoma we, oh yeah, no way nyanjina so improving one contempt show or said uko tu fiase. See, brofo. Publication of false, perverted, misleading, distorted, fabricated or scandalous reports, books or libels reflecting on the proceedings in Parliament. You need to prove to Ghanaians tomorrow that the statement you made, you have evidence to it, and that you saw somebody pay. These are receipts, these are recordings, these are videos. Because if you don't, that it means the parliamentary standing orders, just say contempt, you need to spend time in jail. Don't fight me, fight the system. Mr. P, Mr. S, we good? All right, thank you very much, team. I wanted to let Oliver know. I don't know the problem now. Tomorrow, I'll follow up with this. We need to stop this fake news thing. We need to stop people putting things on the in the system. How many facts? I will see a clean system. No Korean kwan a bit to Ghana. It is only truth and a bit to me Ghana. Into yenya no krena. And we need to let the world know. Mr. S, Mr. P, get me Oliver's picture. And I'm finding to sooner it will go on record. Very important. For the world to know that he's a lawyer and this is what he said and that he needs to prove himself. So these things are important we do because I will say we are seeing who obia terminal reports. It is a client TV banner or befawa. That's what call internet sooner or Google dia or be who juma waye no who terminal report. It is send a beya so obia can be or bedjino obia chro be or bedjino not for the hype. It's not for people to feel say they need to be important. The world needs to know your job. So also you're a lawyer. These are some of the things you did. So the client will ask you, did you actually do this? Were you able to provide evidence? What is your, can I trust your credibility? These are things we all do to clean the system and protect the system. Mr. S, get me Oliver's picture so that I can put side by side with his comments and then people will know who I'm talking about. Tomorrow is Saturday. Monday, Parliament will sit, definitely. So it gives me more time over the weekend to make some calls to make sure, say, Oliver appears in Parliament on Monday. Parliament can serve him over the weekend or early Monday morning for him to appear before Parliament to prove to parliamentarians. Because so, yes, sir, a Parliament baby and this is Oliver. This is the man who wrote this. We are waiting for him to prove, bring evidence. No room for jandam. We all have to do the right thing. You all have to use truth to protect this nation. Yema obi engu Oliver nimase. And yema Oliver so engu obi nimase. Yentumi ma Oliver engu parliament nimase. And yentumi ma parliament so mbokro. So Oliver ewo the fact na on famra na enkyere se the all cano or a patriotic citizen or person bibia eko ne kwanso. Oliver nie, this is his terminal report, and if you want to know what the Constitution says about what he just said, this is what the Constitution says about what Oliver just said. Let me put Oliver up here, and then the world will know what Oliver actually said, not what the Constitution says. So as a lawyer himself, he knows what is right. He has friends outside the country. They all see him as somebody with credibility. Today he's saying that our parliamentarians are taking bribe to endorse appointees. He needs to come out fully to prove to the world that he has evidence. The world, we are watching. Every single person is watching. Parliament will call him to come and answer questions. The credibility of Parliament is very important. I will protect Albert Bagbin, the Speaker of Parliament, every single day because he has integrity that he has protected over these years. He put up this or set up this committee. The chairman of the committee, he needs to make a statement, and then Albert Bagbin, they need to make a statement. Oliver needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt. It's very, very important. All right, now, ejuma na ye time will be wano asem any ebe so be heaven and I say heaven. Now there's one story here I want us to talk about. Now the Danko Ekufuado ebe free office no. Ye kan galamsey nsem wo Ghana. Omo ba ye nka ahemfo ende omo nyina e kasa. Eye de ebu akwa hene kasa. Galamsey license. Omo ye ma omo license wo Ghana. Nanado Danko Ekufuado MPP omo ye wifo. And you know the funny thing, ahemfo ni asofo mo Ghana nyanom ni se Ekufuado bo Ghana kro no. They know some of them are part. Obi to say afenyi dadzi aglo. Ne mba na mo ye junkies. Oni say aglo mba na ebi mo ye junkies, you know. Ono to ADD Ghana for atem say ai and obi o share skirt aglo mma okona so omo te powder ho a ai so ma bodam. Afenyi dadzi ne mba. Open video. Obi metia me na so no Ghana kro no ehwe. Afenyi dadzi ne mma no obo drag chebe be say obi pe obi nya kin ne enkyere keken. I know afenyi dadzi di agro for enim ADD ma atem e kyere nga say ono na e holy ne makro tumi bompa momo afenyi dadzi okona powder si be enim na obo a ai se konkonta ase afenyi dadzi gira agro for enim e na ono de watete ne mma sa ankwase asem no this year betwa ne nyina so ye nyire be sie draw so abontene meme de me sie aye fita ye di matem me si me draws me sister ye nyina be sie draw so abontene. Now this is something we need to talk about. Yak, don't start this thing. Yeah, Nana do Danko Ekufuado ended the Abertin say Eka Ekufuado be one day emane free power no Samuel Abujinapo na oye the minister Oshe Ghana and Sassiso lands forestry the environmental protection and the communities in the river the amantire and the alpine on the trees and the protection of the livelihood of the environmental protection agency ni nyina hye Abujinapo Samuel One Ekufuado ase eka beye one day me yakoto aba no na omokotwe krata na omo start say omo ma MPP for license and omo fo nko digala. Girl, I'm saying sanko fowe now osha omankasa Joy News and the buy Joy News for cocaine media omankasa cocaine media kede Japan ko kaye Samson I near the num kankan so ofui on to me and check Canadian to kwasi out to radio so with TV so say you don't want to mention me what I've been able to build in my life at this age kwasi to time I me build them na for na ba kra wo yire da obi fie abuofunu Samson I ni dirty riffraff halitosis we num kankan and I gonna near Jimmy obi ba TV so Saturday pe no be oh my brother my sister near man the best journalist ye Jimmy Ntra. The last time I heard the GJA president, I'm giving the president and the government 3 months till March. If they don't find the killers of Ahmed Swale, we will fusa dance. Or Jimmy Korwa. We'll fusa dance and they are watching. And I will giving the president 3 months by March. If they don't give us answers, of we 8 years. Number nam grumps about them for Obiel to Mr. Bonkasa. And you're giving the NDC 3 months, they're going to find the killers of Ahmed Swale. Move Jimmy International Court. DJA president oba I say oye Egyptian tycoon no apem pam suit bi no kuta phone me say wo fra wan phone me ensa kuta odutwa kwatie of Vietnam dey na wo pe bloggers be did there Kevin omo bloggers mama kakra this year they be did kakra omo captions no Kevin Taylor destroyed GJA president Kevin Taylor is so bloggers omo to make out should be Kelvin Taylor wo Jimmy what about Kelvin Taylor no Adia me yoro KEVIN bloggers what you fucking bloggers or channel you see me no can say screen recorded yet in time Kevin I can't me video what this to one faction me one blogger one Kevin DJ president, waba wa didn't dying. I say Bruboto. Oh, besides, you can get me some of his videos. Now, there's me uno or no or see Africa obi na be the door. Me say, hey, GJ. GJ. President, I don't know go di vice president can the truck remember. Now obi be the get to see form ni suit be na kuta phone me ansa phone me. Me say, hey, who to talk about Vietnam? Ade customers also. A day now powers as so now saying and we want the NDC government, we are giving them till March. On Sunday you be boom. On Sunday you be boom. You be so many chimney boom. Oh yeah, over there Trevas. What did you for 8 years? Oh Petrevas wa. Yeah. What story you? Me ba story me we time day small. Who GJ president no? Wasn't Gentia. And we are giving the president and the NDC government till the end of March. If they don't find the killers of Ahmed Swale, we will say, yeah, but you will say, Gucci, near Boyum. Yeah, but you will say, Gucci. Near Yadangwa, and a could be angwa for you, but Taru. You didn't go to them. Jimmy gonna try 8 years. Oh, 3 months solution. GJ president. Messiah, if you can't get anything, let me go. Messiah, do you have something for me? Messiah, Baba. Now I glow. The reason why I'm a part glow as I'm saying, the way Aglow's daughters are so open-minded. I just love the woman and her daughter. I think that's the money. Aglow, yeah, the money. How they are so open-minded, free to live, and I love that about the girls. Because if we are saying the idea na woje, I think that's the aglow ne bani or adapting a man ni. Mamena o bompaye korabasa Ewurade konkon Isaac no agro ne bani afenyi that's the bani. I like the way she lives a free life and I love her for that. Ye yawe mu ye di chire wiase. Ye maame de one ne pen na obom paye. And I like it. I like it. I don't know why the woman cannot be so open about ononemba and the open life they are living or to me or Ghana for maso. You see, and these girls are involved in so many nice lifestyles. They really enjoy life. They taste everything that they think it's nice for a young woman, a young lady to taste. And this is how grow. After you die, jina puppet no on to me, esebio, and to me man and man so and yet the all ye be. And an man are enjoying life. Lele lalabas. Nancy, I call you Independence Square. Or Bompire said, Dien, you fear where Jumansa. Dana Christo ni sofu peniniba, ne baba yina we Emma photographer to me jina ho edit picture a camera a shadow we mu try tetra Adain Oba besia to me in the sre and see a pono so na osha bikini na photographer young boy ni bema din na o try tetra na wujina Independence Square ye busy bompire ma fie mo ena mama nyome mo aye din. Nkora we o adapti omo wo adapti nkora we o sanka wo de eye Kristosom efa nkora we mu emomo so eye de wu ye ni bi anka wo gina ho bompa no mu gina wo chi in the name of Jesus. Jesus we cancel na wo mai ebie bikini back and forth egwa tattoo na wo gina ye maame no so emomo pressure kuton mo kom memo mo home ye fie ni ye afenyi on my way, they have tasted life. You adopt kids. And Kwara adopt your mono. I was so chiromo. Your friend be Christian life, Christian like. Afeni. Also odi onyamsuro ehye Kwara nimu. Na wa ma photographer ko gina oba nimu. Akod borders. And na kekra. Kekra, that's not too good. Kekra, move your leg a little bit. Kekra, and cram boys on my bay. Omunya obaso mucha the picture. They are crying to me no money ye. Butuo, crack, open, crack. This one is not good. Go down small, kekra. At the end, Obama small boys way. I jina oba. In the name say or say yefe. Yenya dear sir afeni. Solve fear problem. Sa boys yom na man kan ya. Almost me photographer say. Omunim she kekra. Na kekra. Akure kram pese or don't close your leg, open your leg. We can't see. Close, open kekra. Akure to nice pono so. Yes, one saying ba kunsia na kra. Oba oyemu ba also adapt. Akure to be catch no. Let your neck look up. Akure to be shasro. Yes, when you're looking up, na oba to no matin kuto de fan no for one there. Pe light. Na photographer be use natural light be photographer papa na omatin kuto fa oba do sra ho na nufu ho obekọ na kobrane inkuto ene baby oil omia na fe na ya bi oba bikini na ya twe na kakra na de wura na ye de adien untumi hwefie ma nyoma ntenetene afenyi because your back is too dry. Can we oil it? Now we bath it in the top. Now the inku. Now the oil a fraguto. Now the foul ban and tem other or polite. Charity, king. Charity, sister Charity, always begins at home. Would to mean a mafia in Jinana also. Would you Independence quick can quasi some share. Now, young Lele put no subium. I can't crave any upon. This is for the popping. Oh my God. Well, we have a couple of some Jim. Uko first and amaba. Kekra. Now, Nana do danko ekufuado on Samuel Abujina po. No Samuel Abujina po you maybe be ya chiramo. Sir, me say, they say a scandal on 25,000. I am Utia ya na mayama. MP before most people say you NDC for scandal 25,000, first day 28,930, Matiaba 25,000, one scandal be at 25. Oh, scarf Fabrani. Free. Now, you see a kufu at Muntio. A car bay now watch me, now watch me and sat. Ma ofri power no, on a Samala Bujinapo, and almost signing a license at the MPP for the chairman. J.J. Rawlings, 2000 and no, let me break it down from here. 2025, January 1st. Now, more than 100 mining-related licenses issued in final week of Akufo-Addo's administration, Ghana Mining Repository. Eye omo hwe Ghana eye egudie sutuo ni ade omo se Akufo-Addo ka na wohwe baako. Ema Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo every power no one Samuel Abugina po. Etna dem signing ema nipa license in 100. Eye Koke Media Joy News for breakdown na. JJ Rawlings iteso oma 24 licenses. J Akufo Papa Akufo ono buy no ono na ono on person license can see because on they know ni man say Bank of Ghana sike wia any hipic ono safma for na no se koma ko form 14 licenses. Atamils Emma 7. John Mahama Emma 44 mining licenses. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ma 2037. Right day. Sa chichidie we jimie on my 2037. Now unim de ya on the 7th of January na yes swear John Mahama in no. The day before 7th no on my 102. The sit before yes swear John Mahama in no anadwo no Samuel Abugina pokoro homo almost had 102. Esama license. Sa license for you nam Ghana ha. Na kwasi bia ka chem say MPP for parliament nti ya ndwene na yensamfa MPP mbra 2028 anke beko for bodam for ma na be di Ghana so MPP be di Ghana so anke beko ankafo ni akope class prefect wo ma no sisumna so ne de na ba be di Ghana so MPP amoa me say MPP and 2028 ye be sa ba MPP ye me see MPP ba be di Ghana so nke beko ankafo na sebe ye nuani bia na adwene mu ka no ne afa na de na ba at least omo de betume tenu no e betume temu omo oh please don't do this for 10 minutes onye bibia kwasi afo te semo motumi tena Ghana ema 2000 and over licenses emmoa mebusa mo Ghana for why na ehu prisoner Aisha Wang dem e wo Ghana prison be na Aisha Wang dem why na ehu prisoner wanante ewurema na Aisha Wang da ho hu say eh Aisha et say ya tia na kwasi afo e ka che say ya che Chinese for 6 omu nyina de makogu de remand ma omu nyina ewu ya hye omu ma omu nsono de ko China me ntikroma under MPP ya mfa sa atumi ma sa nkwase avo ntwamoa we ya jimi nti ya bekọ ankafo ya bekọ hwe class prefect ne de na ba na ya jimi nti 4 years ya refi me say John Mahama deliver 30% of his promises or say NDC this to 50 years and he would deliver about 80%. John Mahama would do it. Me say, so deliver 30% of his price. Now, I'm saying John Mahama's 2 weeks or 3 weeks in office. It is better than Kwasi Afo 8 years. See the orderliness in the system. See how confidence businesses are basically confident in coming back to Ghana. See how today you are free to walk and talk. And then I'm Oliver Napo Kwasi Asamono. Enti suddenly you remfi. Na yanka say hey you refio yes akoto my MPP now you say you nyana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo abodam bawomia or dangerous than the Akufo-Addo and I've heard say Akufo-Addo started organizing MPP for almost sanfa bawomia mra bawomia eluzi 1.8 million against John Mahama 1.8 million bawomia onya candidate o Mahmoud Bawumia on your candidate. I had ekoji to me 1.7 million. Mumusa was a day na mo say 1.7 million no. Okaka kwasi afo ye base and twaba. Ye base and twaba. Ubezi no mone hwan mo. Mubezi no omone hwan mo. This is what we are talking about. What you are about to see in the months to come, in the years to come, you'll be shocked. Ebaya one was a Ghana under these criminals. You'll be shocked to the bone. Ekufuado Bawumia MPP. These people are not ready to change. Oh. They still think it's a way Jimmy. They still have that mentality. Say Ghana for refia the entem. We are here to remind Ghanaians every day. Ekofo eba power obuku nipa se moa. Kanoforiata watenenka 52 billion. Omoko Bank of Ghana 60 billion. Ekofo etam sika se do wabodam. Bedi to 10 billions also in your stroke, not in New Jersey. Kanoforiata destroy everything. Mahamudu Bawumia lied to Ghanaians, gold for oil, the criminality, some gold dealers in Ghana. The nonsense happening in Ghana, the foolishness, and the Bank of Ghana, I say Susu joint. People just go there and take money and walk. This must stop, and it must never happen again. And the people who committed these crimes, they are the same people you are looking at in Parliamentary. In nine, we are singing national anthem. In nine, national anthem for what? It's yet Jiminti. Now 4 years, but people refuse bia. Na atam to me amamu muawe. Na mo just say Jimmy Fuana. We are never going back to the MPP. Memaka party a entumi nkyerɛ me reason tia ɛde tie no ɛnyɛ party worth following. It's a party filled with ingrates, hypocrites, greedy bastards. It's a party filled with tribal bigots. Until the MPP ɔmo ka kyerɛ the reason why ɔmo tie party no Ghanaian and adwene adwuma should follow them. Party no deɛ ntini tie muntumi nka nkyerɛ yɛ the reason why ɔmo tie NDC deɛ ntini tie MPP. You can't tell me you want me to tell people to follow you. Criminals, a reformer. A Jimmy for you are entitled to nothing. You don't want to understand. Say, ma boni pana krono, ma ria Ghana for, ma mbra mwasi. In dying, you still want to prove say you Jimmy. Mo party the entina mote property owning mechanical criminals. O dying bia kotina brochures. We dey not ya brochire o buy so a doctor, or buy so a lawyer. Mo tete think for basement to brochire kwasi afo ba Ghana kuta phones 8. In dying, na ye Jimmy ntini atamako parliament. Can a point by running mate and then kill him so you dying? And these people have branded themselves and in Ghana. Yet they are a party of elites. These people, a Jimmy Vowie, these people, 90% of the NPP for Omudi MPP, they are liars. Everything about them is a lie. In the end in the Biabana, we can read and write and research, we should still allow you imposters to lead us. When you say Jimmy Anna, we will be here for a long time. Until you people, you person we press conference as a political party. Now, mon can't Ghana for the reason to amote MPP. I didn't amote MPP. Muntmin can reason in Chireme and can't Ghana for more person Ghana for Dimuchi, Mabu Bodamohu. Monche reason to amote MPP there. And this is the reason, no. And they can tell you every day. And we all know the reason why it's NDC. Now, more DNA, DNA, more MPP. No, I say, I'm not basis in a DN. Are there any basis now? Person can afford DH. I'll be back. These are some of the things they do. And what they do is sometimes they just want to force themselves into the limelight. They want people to talk about them. They want to feel important. There are so many people in Ghana, I refuse to speak about them because may draw line. I give you some respect. But these are the kind of people that are from political insects. They feel, say, always they have to come out and say something to feel relevant. Now, this is Oliver. He calls himself a lawyer. Fine. I'll give that to him. Now, so all the monies the ministerial appointees are being asked to pay to the appointment committee just to get approved, are those ones not affected by oral strange republic? No facts to this. When somebody writes same about him on social media, this guy will be screaming. He'll be insulting. He'll be writing theses. He will be going on radio to radio and saying people are after him because of what he believes in. But they hide behind the small name that they have, the little distraction that they have caused to try and malign people. Where are your evidence and where is your facts? And we will have these kind of creatures with us for a long time. They are not going anywhere because they have this impression that they think they know everything. They know all. They are intelligent than everyone in Ghana because they went to some country to learn something we don't even know. So they can come into Ghana and now create things because they want to feel important. These are the foolish things they have been doing for years. Where is the money? Who gave the money? Come and show us documents. Come and show us evidence. 2025, you cannot just come put things on social media and just walk away. You need to prove it. Because people's reputation are at stake here. Anytime when I'm speaking on stuff, I add facts to it. So how can you just go on social media and talk stupidly like that? When they are appointee to be endorsed, the NDC has majority on the appointee committee. The NDC has majority in parliament. This is what we talk about. Proof knowing. So it makes us now start to question their credibility on things that they have said before. You see, Sir Oliver Napo, they quasiamuli sit on social media and want to malign people. When people hold their tail, then they start to leave their beard to grow like they are mad, to make it look like say they are homeless. Where is your evidence? When I also a lawyer, I call law school. When I only me call law school, me need degree, me need PhD, me need masters. I yedi Jimmy your street in the so. Yedi enko school papa bia. When I go kind brofo. When I a lawyer, this stupid statement you are making and spreading on social media, do you think it's going to help you? How does this help your credibility? Munjai sa Jimmy na modete Ghana hono masa. This time nobody is a friend again. We are going to make sure we expose you criminals. We are calling you criminals because the kind of things you say without backing it with facts, the kind of things you want to put out there to feel relevant. Yati kroma na mobile ye humo. Baby anamo wono yenim dia mo ye yenim emfaswa ye nya omoso. So you people cannot come to Ghana and pretend as if say you humo sort of human beings before. Come and give us proof. You need to be called to parliament to answer questions because every day you people want to be seen someone who answer. Oliver, we will not entertain it again. I am not saying say evidence for evidence brand be prove you wrong. But this kind of stupid politics, it will not happen again. This kind of stupid childish statements, it is not going to happen again. Nobody's going to give you space again in Ghana. We are not going to allow this kind of fake news ambassadors. You, Oliver, and your group, you are the fake news ambassadors in Ghana. You cook the story, you go sit somewhere else, and on Parliamentary TV, so now more discuss it, now more say Nipa life without anything backing it. Now I think we can question your integrity. Now we can question why you people are going through what you are going through. Now, freedom has come. So now freedom has come. So everyone can quasiamuli write anything. Freedom has come. John Muhammad on Chinipa. John Muhammad on Kandapa, on Yakufuadomo, on Tatamo. Yadam Koshas and myself confirm 1 and 2 Monaba so I dare Chipanamo diabetes, Konamudim Quasiasem. And the freedom about into be a Jimino. Today, freedom has come. Into Motitigana and Mujimiho. Parliament needs to call this guy to come and tell Parliament with evidence. Because you see, these people are supposed to be also a dear scapegoat. Or we say no, a jail in 8 years. Now, Kwasiabi to one, I say, hey, where do you mean? And he said, yes, Sadiano. These are the kind of people you put in jail. 8 years, 6 years. Then young people sitting out there who are also thinking to act quasiamuli, they will step back and not act quasiamuli like these people. What do you get from this? Where are your evidence? Obi beka some say for one about there. The outcome they become to be proven today. You have not been able to prove to us political riffraffs. There be politicians use them in the name say, yeah, they're neutral. There's no neutral in Ghana. Nobody's neutral in Ghana. Deciding not to even vote is a decision. You people are the problem at your war Ghana and the freedom of Ba into be a Jimmy 2025. We are not going to make it easy for some of you fake news lawyers. 2025. We are not going to make it easy for some of you people. We will make sure the law works. I was a parliament because this is an indictment on parliament. This is the higher disrespect to parliament. And Alban Bagbin and parliament, they need to summon this guy. He needs to come to parliament, meet the committee, and prove to the committee that he has evidence that some appointees paid money. If he fails to do that, he needs to go to jail. He needs to be jailed. Yes. Say your mom ran and your juma. You better not chroma and unquasiafo say a say chrono. I used to respect him a lot. I didn't know that he just wanted attention. Show us, prove to us. Me tie send na adwi ochina over Facebook now be share me evidence. I will come here tomorrow and applaud you because that is how we want things to be done. But until you do that, I will make sure Parliament, they need to call this guy. They need, you see, the NDC majority, they need to start something. And it brings me to what happened in Parliament today. When the committee now almost every appointees allowed Napo to come and sit with the MPs. You see, I want to tell the committee chairman, my friend, with all due respect to you, that is not your property. We all know Afenyomakin is a fool. The MPP group sitting there, they don't have any intelligence. They are not ready to help you people vet the appointees. Napo sitting on that committee, what was he sitting there? In what capacity? You allowing Napo to come sit on that committee, he is a former MP. Do you know the number of former MPs who can be guests at that committee hearing? Do you know appointees are former MPs are ministers are? They can also come and take a chair and sit with the MPs to ask to be laughing and asking questions. Are we serious as a people? And you, the committee chairman, you are playing jokes with us. Now, what you say, MPP know what this majority in Parliament are? Do you think that the MPP will allow you to bring somebody from outside to come and sit among them to say, Napo is a mere Ghanaian. He has no portfolio. So why do you give Napo that room to come and sit there and fool himself? As what? As an MP? As a minister? That fool does not have any capacity. If he came as a guest to support Muntaka, he needs to sit back there. Nobody will Jimmy to one and for the during the campaign, Edian Kwasiasan and Appoint can't flag bearer. But today, because of John Mahama, you are here for, or whatever committee chairman, you have a position. Nobody considered you in anything. The man who was being insulted by Napo Kwasiampe has made sure he gave you a position to be in Parliament to be a chairman. You sit there and Napo Kwasiampe MPs or MP. If he came as a guest, can't he sit there? When my appointees don't do or more friends who are MPs who came as guests, why didn't they come sit there? Mudia munya to me and Amudi din Kwasiasem. Sa in Yankana in China, dirty riffraffs MP before. Oji someone munya majority and Kasan Kwasiasem na mozo soso comments soso. Huh? And you people go on the street and fight so hard to give you power. Power no become movie in Sana Ismail Sama Bodam. You start to underestimate the power of the people. You start to disrespect the people. Do you know the anger in the system? Do you know what the people want you people to do? I don't care. I don't fucking care who Napo is. He needs to sit back there. I don't fucking care who Muntaka is. So Muntaka ni Napo a gay crown or Daboma. I don't care. So Muntaka ni Napo a cracking deals. And Omoya Munkwasia Diwo Aswasia. I don't care. Napo needs to sit where everybody sits. He's a fucking guest. He's not an MP. People work so hard to become MPs. People have worked hard to be appointed. So you don't allow this fool to come and sit amongst you. And you want us to respect you as a chairman? Why do you think Afenyomakin is disrespecting you? Because you have become so weak. You are here for. You have become so weak. Why send Tohen out to and Akwasiampe himself in your market near MP before? They are manipulating you. Why should Napo sit where he sat? As what? In what capacity? In Europe, because he go say nine. I NDC abaya beshe die mubedi mubewi amoa ekufu ado kwase ampani ba omia krampo ne yete ho. Se mo se Mahama beba enkakon nkete enwan ma emmoa ma mungu Europe wo kanya TikTok aka bum bebre ka depression kum se nwan asiafo mo pegana ye. And obeti obram TikTok any Facebook I say NDC aba ye behwe se kanea beko from abuo bi kanea bia anko from ye penesa nwan koto de ne bodwe mo ho afiefin munni munyansa nkurama mo ho afiefin na mugu Europe America den mukobo 9 to den 2 hours ba mo sia se bran guguo adentina ende de se Mahama ba ai mo Kevin tell say ya behwe wo behwe wo bodam apete no kura mo tena na se pete no mo ni MPP nkwasiafo we tena ye Ghana for ni omotena ye Mahama na Ghana for ntimi ni omotena. NPP will be in opposition for 32 years market someone from nyansa ambo me yanchechire Ghana ni year won kwasia tribal party no it will be in opposition for 32 years and that is when we will consider after 32 years no na yenye se beto am MPP o na afa na ye consider nwan afa de yete ha ye be hwe de ye besi se John Mahama o move eye petrol nko 80 ye be gina he defend John Mahama se ye mbo me ma metuo me okay ana ye ntam Ghana ejapade nyina ma jankroma I'm good ana ya tam bibia magabi dabi John Mahama oni gabi ana won say John Mahama ebusu for 50 wa ban mu as far as me hu say I am good John Mahama betum the diesel akọ 3,000 a liter I am fine because the busu for 50 ni aban mu odwan ana mo say ye nwan na egu Ghana oh ana mo say ye jimi o per scandal 2,890 2,000 say dabio besides meant so say na saying na 5,000 besides the figure na be me meant so o bodam munyina mugugu TikTok munim se de na ekoso na nye ye boni patuo economy na say ekufo de arrogant ba omi atwantro enkwasiade Samira tina baby electoral commissioner den na bodo mokwasia mu hu fi gugu abrochire esososo aden eye kuro mu party enti ye nyina ye nkowu ende mu nyina mu bewu ansa na ye nyina ye wu me say mo pa 2024 28 mamonto aba emphobia and this be winning John Mahama the Okachire Ghana for will deliver 30% and this will be in power for 40 years and he will deliver and then the musro no and then I'm more panicking no and then mamu yemu sheshimo no but the difference between governing and ruling kwasiafo be ruling Ghana ni perfume to sell Lord come to me gina ni pem kai say onjai power brand champion kwasia we to me gina ni penim na ahemfo nyina ye din obi ankasa aden ya kwasia tribal party or power enti kwateboto fo no de yenye din ye twa mo be ma na mo de wo me ma tintin gram mpanka anka nsemo motete wona ankwase asam me anka hwe na monim heater ye de ba mo ana me hwe say sometimes nan say bitimi tina wa na ma hwe de ko social media ne parliament ana mesre me when I am not that me MPP ankasa to sa ekufo the regime way the scandals na ewom ni me nyanwie yo ansa na Mahama ne NDC for so me the 4 years I finish it scandals no me nyanwie ye onim scandals e wo o bodam ye wie de wo ho e de ko enim ya pile intimenya wa adwene say ye ko bebia o ya pile intimacy scandals na me nyanwie no e wo say me expose ni nyina and it will take me 8 years o perfofro usika so a woni anufuo okoto nkranwom abuo bi ba shege 25,000 flat one scandal munja mo mblidi me say I will insult if you also like go and insult me mediatem yes I have a reason for insulting and I'll always insult constructively. What was better idea about them than me dini part because nipa bi wo ha amon person badwini se nipa omodwini se mmoa enti don't think say I'm going to stop I am going to still insult ko bia wo de ne ko kanya mesam Go open your platform and go preach. You start here, send a all right, now let me talk to John Mahama's new appointees. You be deep at time why you say you jäil. The engine go did ye. To Krumha. Now let's go forward. The new appointees, John Mahama appointees, you know, and I want to say this. And we had a meeting, minimum editorial team. We've had a meeting, and your meeting, you know, this is what then you be do your conclusion, you know, and I want to put it out there. From the day I will start 2025 official season, no, where now you end this minimum during the campaign period or during the time we were in opposition, we were casual friends, we were professional friends. That friendship ends. I'm putting it here, I'm making it official. Why minimum end this I'm no high friend because I like the cause of John Mahama during the campaign, before the campaign. For the past 6-7 years, from 2025, when I start my official season, that friendship, with all due respect, me who I make a high, but that friendship ends there. It's going to be a professional friendship. It ends there. So our friendship, no, is see. So nobody in the NDC should put anything in their head and say, "Oh, me Kevin Taylor didn't come up paying. Oh, Kevin Taylor, they're madam for my texting that, or you're madam for no, or you're madam for professionally." But when it comes to my job, Sir Adam Fono, it ends. There's a reason why my team wants me to put this out there. That friendship ends there. You saying hello to me and me replying hello will not affect my job. And I'm saying this specifically to the NDC John Mahama appointees. Mo titruno and as a message we ekobo. Now, there's something we want to put out. Advice the appointees of John Mahama. One, more occupy office now. No, the first thing you need to be doing now is to be preparing an audit to tell we Ghanaians office now. This is what I came to meet. Obia with the right to have an internal audit. And Sana will be taking over that office. No, you need to let Ghanaians know what you went there or you came there to meet. We don't want anybody to come later to tell us. Me ba ye no na we nye but now we no me ni hobby. Omo hwe me no omo nte office wo bi. Eya won kwa na call office and handing over notes were handed over to you. So it is your responsibility to make sure that people know what you came to inherit. I am not going to force anybody to tell the people what you went to inherit or what you have gone to inherit. It is better for you, it will be in your own interest to come out to let the people know that this CEO, this ministry, when I came over, this is what I met and this is what I am working with. Because when we start to do our job, we don't want excuses from anybody. I'm doing this because me person be able to be because Kevin Taylor timing. Because I'm not going to take that shit. I will make it personal. And internet, I am nicely letting you know, say I'm out of office. You are appointed to it is equally better for you to also let the people know what you went there. Do not cover things up, because when we start to go in, you will tell the people you are the one who committed a crime. You have the opportunity to do that now. You have the opportunity to do that. Accountability is very important. In this occupy office be John Mahama we are competent. When we say ubetuma ye jumano, na say o say ko office we are, let us know what you went there. Dia uko hu ye. Meant na ho Emma nyoma mumfa also Emma be kan kire say you came to inherit this. This was not done, and I am no. We are not going to give you that excuse. Inti, make them internal audit should be done. Secondly, every appointee should understand, say every department, government office, whether you are CEO, you are a minister or whatever, there is a PR department. This thing I'm doing tonight, we will come back to this. It will be because of Kevin Okaye. Some of you appointees, you love the media. You like the flamboyance. You like to wear suits. You like to use words, English, grammar. You like to boast for people to know what could school. Or a lawyer, or a PhD. Every department you occupy, say, oh, you're CEO, oh, you're one, there is a PR department. They are paid to do that job. And their job is to speak to the public, to speak to the Ghanaians, what your institution, the institution you are heading, is doing. Sa rational mo sorry na obia sorry a wadani PR at its own department and stop. It's a generous advice. Sa nkwasiade we na mo sua bedu this point. Mo ayama mo office bia no, use your PR department. You have people who speak for that respective institution. They are paid every month, and their job is to meet the press and to speak to the press. It is not your job, the CEO, to be meeting the press and going on radio to tell the Ghanaian on the street what you are doing. It is the job of your PR department. Wow, PR department, my PR department, and your Sageman, then it means you don't need a PR department. Secondly, why you are in a rush to go on radio, go on TV every day, every 2 days, to go and talk about your job and exposing yourself, you know, we are letting you know, say, hand that job over to your PR department. At Chirswa, they need to release a statement signed by the PR department head, authorized by you. You need to deal with PR department issue statements. Say as institution, you the CEO, you are not the one to speak. It is the PR department that is supposed to speak. The person in charge of PR, the spokesperson, he or she, that is his job or her job. That is how you govern. That is how you are able to manage an institution. That is how leaders do it. Anything at your scale of preference, anything at job distribution, anything at uko ejumebiyama obia woni role, anything at yetia obiaka. Mo tie sadi wa mo pese mo betie mo problem. I know some of you definitely will think say mo dia mo tebrofo, muni munyansa, you are arrogant, you blow yourself up, and we will be here to make sure we blow you up totally. When you go to the Jubilee House, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye is the mouthpiece of the Jubilee House. You see how your boss himself, the president, is using the structures. When he wants to tell somebody to do something, he tells you. The last time, Okache Ghana for said, he will instruct the chief of staff to take a decision. He knows there is Ejuma also BIA. Every time there is an information coming from the Jubilee House, it comes from the PR. That is how it's supposed to be. In Saudi, I will see Ama Ejuma. Now, no power no be PR, one no be MD, one no be ICU. I will help you blow up. I will make sure you lose that job because you are not ready to make sure a man for also muye omojuma no omobeye omojuma. Now, Maka media, too much media. Stay away from the media. The appointees, I am telling you. I know some of you appointees are still communicators of the party. When you go on radio or on TV to speak as a communicator, maybe you are a CEO of a department or an institution, but you are still the communicator of your party. When you go there, you speak as a communicator of your party, but you don't speak as in the capacity of your institution. If somebody demands information from your institution, that person needs to go to the PR department of your institution. That is how it works. Inti Adebachi near the TV3. Ebia, we are a communicator in the NDC. We are executive. You still have to play that role as a communicator for the party. When you go on TV3, you discuss what they are discussing. Anything pertaining to your department, your PR will have to release a statement. So you can tell the panel, I didn't come here to discuss my department. I came here to discuss what you have on the table. If what you have on the table includes or has my department issue in there, I will tell you that wait for my institution to release an official statement. When they insist, you are the CEO, why can't you say it? Let them know you respect the rules of your department. That is how it works. You can be a panel on a morning show as a communicator for a political party and a CEO. You can still make sure this works. May catch them. And some of these stupid account media for na omu beti nipa. Omu nipa no si boni. Peace FM, Angel FM, OK FM, Sa Isra FM, Kesbin FM, Sa Aya Wood San Kwasia FM for Nibino, and San Oma Jimanwe si boni. They are there. That is what the NPP is waiting. Omo is no. They want to trap you guys. Memetiano, Obo careless, men chumau. Because I have fought hard to get John Mahama where he is. People like myself on my platform, other Ghanaians fought so hard democratically to make sure we save our democracy. Into me, if you decide, say, oh, you're arrogant, you are going to do your own thing, I will do everything in my power to make sure you are kicked out. Yeah. And I'm not going to sit here and make you feel you're appointing to be a rosary. No. I'm telling you what you need to do. Oh, you're arrogant. Don't listen. Fine. Yeah, the Jimmy. Yeah, any appointment. But yeah, bet to me too. Now, there's one advice I want to give to appointees. Mr. S, Mr. P, guys, stay with me. The young people who helped the NDC to win 2024 elections. The polling agents on the NDC for create job opportunities for them. Why you be ma a jumebia appointment biano? It is your responsibility. Sir, in Confona almost sacrifice here over 40,000 young men and women who stood still, who were resolute to protect your ballot. Amudi omuko training mu, almost sacrifice here. Said they want to fight for, because ankebibe tumewu, kebe tuma bobitu. This is the time you people have to also remember them. Create job opportunities for them. Mofa Ejuma, look at those people. Consider them first. On your list, they should be first. You people have no idea what I am doing. But in the next 6 months, 7 months, you will understand. Let's say, more positions, you know. So our young men and women, over 40,000 now, mu chair omugu Ghana. And opportunity to omuko jina ballot boxes on edi omo life. A sacrifice omo life, a protecting mo ballot. And making sure say ya kind maba. And my mobile power, my mumenya the opportunity to serve, you know. More opportunity for ministers to CEOs. Also priority, so those people, give them employment. Create job opportunities for them. You will need these same people in 4 years. Let them feel part of this government. Let them know, say, those people, no, you appreciate them. Let them believe in that. Let them have that commitment. Don't take that from them. The moment you take that from those people, you will lose 2028. I'm telling you. You people should go back to your election directorate. Tell them to bring the list out. Muncha list, you know. Competent ones who are capable of working. Give them jobs. Me. Give them jobs. Mama kotina office one cover for Juma mama girlfriends and kwasi afobia no baby o manya hwe ebusuafo. Omo amu wini power no ma no da ho titifie. 4 years enche na aba. 4 years in the next 3 years na aba. These people, some more disappoint you, you will not get anybody at the polling station to defend your ballot again, to protect your ballot. You they lie, you will lose. So I'm telling the CEOs, Munina from the ministers, create jobs for these people. It be to my PR. There are so many opportunities. Majority of the people who are your polling agents, they are educated people. Create job opportunity for them. Some missing or four way, losing the trust they have for you. You are done as a political party. And I know what I am saying. And it goes to especially the young ones and when your position will NDC, mobile CEOs, mobile DNDNO, you have to create jobs for these people. Create opportunity more. at least about 70% of the 40,000 people, they need to be employed. The chairman in the respective regions, mo amunim enkwara na mo de omo din ba na mo start and contact omo NGO information. You, the job is on you, the regional chairman, because time na ye pay nipa amaba training. I waste your time. These are the people who sacrificed. You know where they are. Nobody should come and tell us they don't know where they are. No. When you needed them for the elections, you were able to call all of them. You can call all of them today. The list is there. Omanebo, you have it. You know where every single one of them is. Sami Jemfi, you know the list. Yaya Koku, you know the list. You people, computer man, NDC job, list, no. Make sure you fix these kids. Give them jobs. Now, it is very important to say about to me. You understand? Say to me, and can the person affable power? To me keep power forever. In Tidebiano, you need to make arrangements. You need to be proactive how to sustain that power. And no nankwasia fowe na omuntiasie. They thought to say power na ikuta omono MPP for no. They thought to say nobody, nothing can take from them. But the moment I obey smart, power be doing similar. You need to start thinking how to keep that power, and it shouldn't be a bad way. It should be a way. So power now keeping ebe protecting now protecting nipa na or the 2 minima. So their interest should be your priority. So omo come who bo mu ema o 2 mino omo interest your priority, and you can hold on to that power for years, hundreds of years. Obi to influence him, and that is what I am showing the NDC. The young people are there; they are watching. Omo mko say adwuma nyinam titifie. When we say more CEOs, must start looking somewhere. Oh, we need this guy. He works at this place in UK. I'm going to bring him. Oh, I have seen this person. No. When people wanted power, they were in UK. Let them stay in UK. Those people, they will come and position now when you be free. They need to be rewarded, and they have to be rewarded with jobs, because you know, say, so they will be willing to come back in 2028. The experience they have now, no, they will be willing to use that experience to make sure you win the elections again. Because election I'm winning, you know, these people commitment level and a boy winning elections. 2028. You are not going to go out there again and find 40,000 people who are true to your cause, who believe in what you believe in. You will not get it. I'm telling you. The next 4 years, 40,000 people now using endeno. Someone show me see more opportunities. I'm feeling comfortable. And yet you may be I'm willing to help you in 2028. You will lose the elections. Don't panic. Jandam they know. The NPP as a political party is being led by a fool like Afenyomakin. Do not panic. When a fool leads a political party, you are not supposed to panic. They will drown themselves. Listen, when a political party is being led by a temperamental fool, the party will never sail. And what you see in parliament now, or you are seeing in parliament from the NPP side led by Afenyomakin, you have to understand when a foolish captain leads a boat, it will surely sink. And I'm going to say, grow. Anytime I Ghana for say, so who say MP before Jimmy or Parliament, I'm going to say, after your market about vetting committee with me, do not panic. The guy is naturally foolish, and he's basically becoming a one-man minority. He wants it to be about him because he believes to say the people behind him, Jimmy, and you can see some of the NPP MPs are still not thinking. And the Hestika or the who Jimmy or Parliament, they still don't understand where they are. So what we need to do is to finish them kwata. And the kwata finalization, to make sure by 2028 I can depart 3 or Parliament. And that is my new focus. Because also Obia Jimmy, now man the opportunity to reason, to be smart, to understand the say oh, me Jimmy way the bedru hana nipano. When him say they can do it and they decide deliberately not to be reasonable, then you help them to die. And that is what you are going to help the NPP do. Because a whole political party, after losing an election, you lost an election over 1.7 million. Your candidate got 38.2%. What do you have to be doing now? This is not a time for you to be going on radio or standing in parliament to prove to Ghanaians say, no. This is the time for you to reflect. This is the time for you to understand some of your actions. You have to basically re-look at your actions, your utterances, your body language, your gesture. This is the time to have a re-look at the way you do things. But you can see that these people are naturally born foolish. That they are still in that mood, thinking, say, they still have power. They can still fool. Because in their brains, majority of the people who vote for the NPP are stupid. Jimmy, they are still not getting the reality. You can see an MPP executive. You can see a general secretary, a national youth organizer will sit on radio and be telling you, say, then you hear the general secretary, oh, this election we lost it, spirituality losing. They still don't want the people to understand this. Oh, Jimmy, they led them to this. And that is what is missing. In 2016, when the NDC lost elections, you realize that the party itself quailed in. The quelling in is having a respect. They looked into themselves. They decided to look back and analyze the party. The elders of the party sat down to be like, we cannot be having the same gesture, body language out there. So you saw that the party took a step back. The flag bearer then, John Mahama, took a step back. The party leadership took a step back, and they took a decision that was difficult by looking deep to know where they actually went wrong. But this is the situation where we have a political party that has lost with the biggest margin in the history of this country, 1.8 million. 1.8 million. And these fools are still telling us Ghanaians, say, they have some group of people somewhere who did not vote. In less than a month, they are out there campaigning. So you see the Mustafa guy, who is their national youth organizer, sitting on radio and saying, say, oh, Mahamudu Bawumia na wasa oba, where Jimmy? Is the party about Bawumia? Who are going to work for Bawumia? Is it the same fools? What are you looking at? Ediena Moshe. The party is enshrined in foolishness. Oka obisa udi omatem. Obwe Jimmy, because they still think, say, Obia Odi party le chibia Jimmy sache maun to me. And that is my problem with these people. But we have a country to build. We have a nation to build. We have people who are willing to respect us and to serve us. And that's the most important thing as a nation. They think before they act. They look at us, how we feel before they take decisions. So who in their right senses will say, I am going to leave this kind of leadership at Mahamadi and this NDC party that has shown maturity to go and vote for NPP or follow the NPP. No, that's why I'm saying that whatever you see in parliament, whatever propaganda they are selling out there, as a Ghanaian, do not panic, because the party is being led by a fool, a temperamental fool who does not know what he wants. And that is Afenyo Market. And see, sometimes you see some of their behaviors, some of their utterances. You ask yourself, say, me MPP, where are we headed? The party is heading nowhere. The party is headed for destruction. A total annihilation, destruction of that party. And I will lead that charge. Until the NPP reflects, starts to respect the people, starts to understand that we cannot be taken for granted. We will make sure that party is finished to the core. Because we cannot allow a group of foolish old men and women to take this country for granted, even at a point where they know that they have disappointed. They have stolen from the people. They have disrespected and killed the people. They have gone against the Constitution of the Republic. They have disrespected Ghana. They still do not want to have that kind of reason They are just making us think, say, they are still intelligent than us. Don't panic. Don't be worried. Feel pity for them. Because me, Ekwameteha, and the people on Loud Silence TV, am I ready to make sure the right thing is done? I will do everything possible to make sure NPP go. And you see, this is not personal. This is not because Metai MPP. It is because the leadership of the party is stupid. Get this right. When the leadership changes, when they start to reason, when they start to become intelligent, think about the people and think about the intelligence of the people, we will all come to the table and say, this party, we can have a real look at it after 32 years. But what I am seeing now, no intelligent Ghanaian will get up one day and say, I want to follow the NPP. Why are you following the NPP? What do they stand for? What do they believe in? What is the party representing? And these are things, they are hard for people to tell them, but I will tell them. Let's get serious as a people. We are never going to go back to where we were again. Never. We will never go back to what the NPP put we through. Never again. And if we will have to sacrifice our lives to protect Ghana from not going back to the Ekufuado Bawumia NPP kind of governance, we would never, we would do it. Because at a point, this party NPP did not care about Ghana near Kwara or Nam Street. They did not care. They were enshrined and they were thirsty for power. They killed, they murdered. They were happy and they laughed about the plight of the people. So people like us, and we don't want to help these fools to take us back there. We need to get these things right. Never again. Say, and the way Ghana near Ghana and there, don't you feel safe? When you hear John Mahama speak, don't you feel honored to be a Ghanaian? When you hear John Mahama's appointment, or share the kind of people he's selecting, appointing, so you're Ghanaian, don't you feel proud? When he speaks, don't you feel some kind of calmness and respect and maturity? Don't you see, say, you are living in a country being led by intelligent people? So who in their right senses will say, in Kwasiafo way again, MPP, let me go and bring this group of twerps, political insects, tribal, dysfunctional bigots to come lead this country again? No. I am not going anywhere. And the people on this platform, we are all here. I am going to stay until I get to that point when Nyankopon beka say, Kevin, that's it for you. We are not going anywhere. And I keep saying, say, yeah, the nokre ebegu MPP. Yeah, yana say. Yeah, yana say. Upon all the things that happen, yeah, MPP, who say, omo di Ghana bone. Upon the Omidia Ghana, you don't see it in their statements. You don't see it in their actions. They are so they feel so entitled. Say, yeah, there was a deep power. Because you for with the power in 9 bears. Huh? With the power in 9 bears. So at a point, these fools, Brian Champon, the gay guy, what's his name? Lord Comey. They were standing on stage telling Ghanaians, Ekufuado Jimmy Wewes, he was telling us, I will not hand over power. Now Bawumia Jimmy Sujina stage is he's happy because it was going in his favor. Near Tigana ha asofo ahemfo. We saw all these utterances. We knew that where we were, the democracy was basically slipping through our fingers. Ahemfo akesi no bofran tuma kesi kekam kwasi asem. They all saw these nonsense. They were quiet. Today, they have become the all-intelligent asofwa himfo. They want to direct how this country should go. In Mebununa ni Jimmy na ni say, Yedi atemono, we fought to redeem this nation, to save our democracy. We will make the decisions, and not you old twerps. Weja. 2025 season in start here. Ahumana eka 2024 na michu channel. 2024. Bicha material no. Ahumana keka no ene na mi yi ni Hemens na mi yi no officially 2025 me start bibia Yet Kroma nipe wu nipe bre na bo de bokwase esasisi fia. Egu meme so. Na mo dwen sa Asantefo ni bi ejimi. And you used Asante said bait. The NPP played around Asantefo to say Asantefo bi ejimi. They sit on TV and make it look like say Asantefo ye moi, a mere political party. A fucking mere political party. Any leader, any principles. Chairman won to me, boy, yeah, they need time more sample. I'm to meet radio so was Santimemu. Now ye dear Santefo tem in the name say your political party, your power. And nobody was speaking. And if we had allowed this to happen, if people like us and other good people who were speaking out, if we all had quelled in, Japan, they be by federal court. Do you know how much it takes to be at the federal court? Over $200,000. I deal with 4 lawyers. All these things should have stopped us from doing what we were doing. Do you know? But the priority was to save also MPP now, also was to save you not to be shot like a dog on the street because we were being led by animals. Yatia na man 40 radio TV so Ghana journalists both say adanya Kede Japan or ba America the Kevin Taylor court adanya Kevin Taylor kind of wasem. And we saw Ghanaians jubilating adanya Kevin Taylor yamfanin court. But we didn't coil in. We wasted resource. We understand. We believe that. It's okay. But we are excited today and happy today because Kwame Nkrumah is excited. For me, Kwame Nkrumah is so excited about the young people who all came together to speak truth. We are excited today because me nana, me papa, mame, and papa, me mame papa, and papa, me nana no mana, me betu omo Ghana no. Today in their grave, wherever they are proud because we did what had to be done. It is not about the money. It's about making sure principles are followed. And that is why some of us, we get so excited every time. It is not about the win for the NDC. It's about we knowing that Ghana is safe. That's the most important thing. You people, some of you Ghana, for me, a dirty, more Jimmy. You come when you man, mine say nine. Mama Nkwasi for the 8 years, I ran them down. No ministry in Ghana has money you can work with. No ministry. That is why today I'm here to advise the NDC, John Mahama appointees. You know.
Then President Mahama, what you say executive order, no team pass military for head of military. Omo ekufa ko go on mo. Omo na mind stress me go Obuasi for. They are just doing something to degrade Mahama said. Me who they really want to military leaders, you know. And then only executive power, no power when you're sure.
That's it. I go down power. No. Hello, caller.
Hey, Stella. Yes, sure. Me say, what resume and also when you resume here?
Dabio, send me back clear and you may be ne.
Hello.
Me back clear and you may be ne.
Hello.
Stella.
Hello.
Stella.
Same.
Stella.
Hello.
Stella.
Okay. Okay. Me say, say, yeah, I feel me, yeah, me too, nka.
Kasa me too.
Yeah, who followers no, maybe 100% be home. So I was thinking, say, I don't be back Ghana no. Charlie. Hello.
Kasa ye too, nka. Kasa mentie, ude kasa.
Hello.
All right, he's not ready. Hello, caller. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, Master Kevin. Good evening, sir.
That's a bit you.
But you
You have a call.
Oh, yeah, so pow.
Mate.
Oh, well, yeah, that's it. I know you might power.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mudasi. All right. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Tadewawala.
Monica, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good, Aunt Monica.
You see, we are winner. We are proud of what we have done for Mother Ghana. Toby. Yes. Toby, But me here from because you have promised Ghana for instead you fulfill the other one. What can the asante hinema asante momo yedam. Them 2 killers is very important. But the other can want some during the election one no. During the election one no the dog can want some. And a gift after a regular batna kasana or could baby no we. Some catch a Mrs. in law. Now the moment from our adopted one, I bet you love no what the moment. Nala our problem. I know you Mrs. in law to me, ma.
Auntie Monica, hello caller.
Good evening, Mr. Kevin Taylor.
Go ahead, boss. Watara, right?
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Watara ni Kevin. Kevin, no case me your friends or your boss in your boss in us when you swing your dear no your boss in. This galam say issue with your your boss. But you say you be kumi party say your friend is saying Mwabi Sabi. Your friend is saying the way we see AG or Mada or Mono Mobusu for Mada. Omo found I did fit or my mother Sabi among waiting my koto which every friend say pacho and you didn't to me so Nipo Korea they cry to me the 2 paso. You to me the 2 paso. Tell a now your friend is a President Mama appointment no the empire botech do baby be a pay yes or the pay but the youth now ya more appointment no sabi I didn't have a show money say omum be gui ni ma say no young amam for me say enkwala e ye nim so make my adwuma no JMD adwuma na mo omo hwe no munye adwuma ni ye obi bi o se bia o se fata bia no yen hwe na mbo nipa ni kwan so mo kwatena say no mo mi omo guess no mo mpena no no mo di inshallah and this will succeed.
Thank you. All right, hello caller.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
And then me first time I be your friend David. Kevin, only the minimum issue now the buy and boss issue no so ba mpacho media say dey to win. Say bibia to mu dia ma yin appointees bibia to ma. But to me the aye finally the doctor now or share your former president e wo koligu ho ma di wuye no. Ye pese ye hu. But to me check this that doctor no when you offer report number.
All right. Okay. No problem. No. Hello.
Caller. Hello, caller Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
Before I send you a message, I mean, I'm about Mahama victory song. No, Mahama Bama Bronya Ba.
Okay.
I Captain Bow on the TV, so the stars are performing on the 1st of this January. I'm performing on your TV, so me being the Janoa.
I'll find your song. Why? That's it. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, madam.
Me pato yenya team ko na ya bonko fona ya ma omo appointments no so abaso na betem bisa say da be na yeso ye be ye party wo Maryland pese mi hu personally enti mi pese date na yeso ye successful inauguration party na memre bi
and this is why party my baby munya party my baby why
Thank
you. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
That's what you.
Nice to say.
You have a call.
I finish up answer.
I'm Shapa.
Obuasi some na me beka kakra. Unum say bodyguards na normal guard na Akufo Addo no. Unum say omo ne bodyguard na wa man position as there am nyina ohwe so unum say omo nyina ye baako. Because another would in a kia wa na kwala. So and this Obuasi for shooting no. So what ye tie ni ya yeso omo afraid. Ene ma omo order. So and I then so what the way see kwana I say penin momo da so munkun wo and tin say be masa mama ne administration no animu manyamunti no so wo hwa e planting timi de omoma saa report nembra de me say oma one massa order ne say yenku wo mu because am na wodi akufu adu achi esene nsuo ma no dikusie na dwaye ne ade na ne obeye the whole army for a main trust no na no gina ayima manim kra wo salute kra utim se ne wofo main trust no because oye adwuma na na ado wonya adwuma mama anti mama so nyeme bi won mo mu hwe no mo me sense form because nyem ayaye no krum hanom no and then the waye any the any aye frɛ any the aye do wo any Ghana mine ntino mestre said nipa ma order se onko wo no sa nipa no me pese I was here nickname name.
Yeah, Mr. Thank you very much. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. I'm for last call. Hello.
Video,
finish it for me.
Video, Aglo, thank you for firing Aglo, but you didn't go further. You see, they've already started. They did some prayer, yeah, if you listen to it. They've already started to dig on Mahama already. And I want to know, that bottom power they said that Charlotte used to get a position. What are the things that daughters are using? Are they using coconut oil?
Hey, one kind of